Unless if you know of a good way for me to watch your screen for whatever reason. It's not way auto size to... Or hold on, I might have it here. We're good. I'm sorry my string up now. I'm sorry my string now.
No, take your time.
I'm good. I'm good now.
Alright then. I'll unmute us. Get a recording started here. From Castle Rexworth and the Rexworth Estates, I bid you all good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are and whenever you are. My name is Rexworth, Lord Rexworth. I'm joined tonight by a special guest, Ovted Fatash. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, for those who are new to your content, to who you are. Who is Ovted Fatash?
Well, I am Ovted Fatash. I started streaming about 6 months ago, and I am a AI music reactionary. So I started off with Godrock content, and I try to focus on the progression of AI music and talk about all the great animation and music techniques that are done, and bring support to the new creators who are out there.
She's part Casey Kasem and part musical historian in real-time chat. It's a lovely little niche that she's carved out for herself, and it's certainly how I discovered her under content. I think I first encountered you on X. I think you were doing some things with AI art. You were also, I think, reposting some things, then noticed, oh, they're going live. I should check them out. And checked out your streams, and oh, she's pretty good. So dropped the follows, and then later on, I believe we welcomed you with open arms into the X Street Pirate crew, and yeah, always meant to sort of reach out and ask for a collab, and now here we are.
And there are so many great people at X that I've been able to network with. The X Street Pirate crew as well, with Jess, and there's been so many people I've been meeting, such as yourself, Meg, Lily, there's JC, Saber. There's way too many to name.
Yes, lots of lovely people, lots of good new friends. We're all just people helping each other out, as good friends should. But yeah, here we are, chat. We're going to be doing a bit of our own American Top 40 style countdown with with a few new AI music videos. I don't think that I know I haven't seen these. Obviously, I don't think you've seen any of these either, so they'll be fresh for the both of us.
I have not.
And then we'll follow that up with if there's time, a few video reacts of other things. Ovted has been generous enough to help me clear out the tabs, or at least do her part to help clear out a few of the tabs. I don't know. We've got her at least until about 11:30 Eastern, and then we shall continue on maybe a little bit more after that, and then we'll call it a night. I'll try not to keep everybody up too late. But Boss Hog, thank you for redeeming Not First over on Twitch. Also, hello. Let's see, who got first? That was Alec. Alec, thank you for redeeming first. Also, hello to you as well. Nico Klaus, thank you for redeeming Not First. Hello to you. Evening, Rex. Hello, hello. Oh, by the way, we should probably... I've got it... I think it's still pinned over in the chat on... No, it's not. It just disappeared on me. I had it pinned in the Rumble chat. Gonna have to go back and find it. Got a new one here. Got a new one here for everybody. New audiobook by Darwin's Evolutions Publishing, starring His Lordship and Sinevere. Let me post something here in my chats for everyone. That way, if you haven't seen it yet, do go check it out, everyone. Do go check it out. It's this one turned out really good, and we're all rather proud of this one. They the Tungsten, hello to you, and Gravity Hurts. Greetings, everyone. Over on the Kick side of things. Let's see. Check out the newest audiobook starring His Lordship and Sinevere. There we go. We will pin that to the Kick chart. Then let's go over to our stream manager for Twitch. And we'll pin that as well. And we'll keep that up until the end of stream. Hello, my lord. Hello, new lady. Boss Hog, welcome in. Good to see you. Elters everywhere. Good to see you as well. Also, I see that you redeemed something while we were still at starting soon. So here we go. Ovted, hopefully you don't think less of me for this one.
Oh, no problem.
Ew.
Oh.
Oh, good. You thought it charming. Some people laugh, some people are completely and totally repulsed by that. I never know which one it's going to be. Anyways, link pinned to the newest audiobook, My Girlfriend Fate, across all of my chats on Kick, Twitch, and Rumble. Everyone make sure you go check it out. Do subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and also drop a comment as well, letting Alec know that you were there, that you listened to the audiobook. Let him know how much you enjoyed it. Let him know your favorite part. Let him know how great I sound. Let him know how incredibly sexy Sinevere sounds. Show some love and support for the latest project there, because there's many more to come.
Absolutely.
Many more to come after that.
Definitely gonna have to share that with me so I can share it with my chat as well. But
Oh, all right. I can do that. Let me drop that message into the DMs for you. That way you can just do a copy paste. There you are. Jess, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? I think Jess is #1 fan for the both of us, and she has been really rooting for the both of us to do a collab.
hello, Jess. It's so good to see you.
Clown Thriller, welcome in. Thank you for redeeming Not First. Also, hello. Good evening, good sir. Lucian Wolf, thank you for checking in over on Kick. Somebody better clip that eyed into the store with us. Welcome in, Lupus. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hello, Lord Rexworth and chatters. Finally part. Greetings from the grocery store. We'll be back by later. That's all right. Good luck with your shopping there at the supermarket. Hopefully you find some great bargains in this summer season. Because remember, chat, at Safeway, you've got the power. Just as I've got the power, she's got the power. At Safeway, buyers have the power, including Safeway's cash dividend special. 5 coupons together, and you get a cash dividend special. Safeway, you get more buying power at today's Safeway. Hashtag not sponsored, actually. I should have sang the jingle. You get more buying power at today's Safeway. I'm just being silly at this point.
Oh,
I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get a laugh out of Ovted, and we're just being silly at this point.
I am loving every moment. I wish you could see the smile on my face. This is so big.
We can see a little bit of it. We can see a little bit through your model. We can see a little bit. There's a lovely smile. There's a dear lovely smile. And as I said before, you've got an absolutely exquisite model that you work with. I joke that it sort of looks like Mary Poppins goes to war, but it's actually quite beautiful. And purple and green are lovely colors and suit you very well. Thank you for reminding me. Need to check out the audiobook. Yes, please go check it out. Go check it out. Yes, the thing from the City Pop station. Yes, we're fans of City Pop 1, 2, 3, and 4 over here. It is quite bass, dope, and super lit. Yurei, thank you for the redeem. Anime Lover 302829. Hello, hello. Thank you for the first time chat, and thank you for following over on Twitch. Thank you for that. Yes, but thank you all so much for joining me. Like I said, lots of reacting tonight to music videos. I guess you could call it a bit like not so much American Top 40, but going back to the old ways of MTV. You asked for it, we delivered, or maybe you didn't ask for it, but you knew you needed it. And you were saying, Your Lordship, I want my MTV. Well, we're going to give it to you. Just like the old days. Just like
yes.
Back when there was actually an MTV.
And I'll make sure I try to tell you a little bit about each of these artists as we watch their videos. There's a lot of fun ones, and a lot of them have been making music for a decent bit of time in terms of AI time, which AI is evolving so fast, so it's always fun to watch the development of people.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I should have asked this offline before we got into the thick of it. How do you normally approach these? Do you pause in the middle of these music videos? Do you just let them play out and then provide commentary afterwards? How do you like to approach these?
So I usually do a playthrough, so that way you're not constantly interrupting and breaking the vibe of it. And then I go back and break down some of the things that caught my attention the second time. So like the first time watching, I might notice, for example, I really like the way that the drum stopped and it went to pure vocals here, or something like that. But I think if we want, we can definitely just keep it nice, short, and simple, and do a single watch through, and then talk about the things after the video, because both of us can't pause what we want. So I think the best way to do a complete watch through, and then afterwards we talk about what we both liked.
That's fair. I think we can handle that. Yurei writing in the Twitch chat, I adore Ovted Fatash's design. It feels so Victorian era.
Thank you, Yuri. I really appreciate that. And I have never played Warframe Gravity.
Oh yes, Ovted, Gravity writing in chat, Ovted's outfit reminds me of Marie from Warframe. Compliment. Just to leave nothing to chance there. Wait, this is the female Rex. Welcome in, Kalergi. I don't know if we would go that far, because, they certainly broke the mold when they made me. That's probably both a good and a bad thing, depending on who you ask. But no, Ovted is sweet and lovely and her own person. But yeah, well, I don't know. If I had to pick the perfectly designed and most aesthetically pleasing companion for streaming or just about anything else, I think she'd look an awful lot like Ovted here. Just saying.
Oh, you're gonna make me blush.
That is the idea. Right, let's get into it. You demanded it, chat. You said, I want my MTV. Oh, you're getting the MTV, chat. You're getting it in spades. Let me nudge myself just a little bit further over here. Going to be taking a smaller smaller dimensions tonight here, just because it's both Ovted and myself shoulder to shoulder, and we don't want to be. I'm already by default taking up about a third of the screen normally. If I were to do the usual proportions, we'd take up half the screen. You couldn't see anything. Not that you mind. I'm sure most of you would probably just stare at our models awkwardly most of the time, because some of you are a bit strange like that. But that's all right. We don't judge. We welcome you in here, and we don't mind that sort of thing. We tend to ignore it and just not judge. Not Sartori Nomu. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
I see the first person we're going to be watching is Palpago's Isle, which is by Dominion. That the Palpagos is a location in Palworld, if I remember correct. So I believe we're going to be seeing some Palworld stuff here. And Dominion is actually a relatively new reactor, and he's been doing some good reactions.
Interesting. You're all right. She's pretty short. No need for down in front this time. Yeah. Ovted, I'm going to need you to sort of bend at the knees a bit. You're a bit tall, love. Must follow all my fellow Victorian-themed VTubers. I don't know if I'm Victorian-themed, but I am English, and Victorian everything tends to sort of course through my veins, along with copious amounts of Earl Grey tea. Jack Crispy, thank you for redeeming Not First. Also, hello. Not Suntory Nomu. Oh, the other one? Yeah, she's alright. We love our Victorian roots. Yes, we do. We also love Power World, indeed. Because Nintendo kind of sucks these days. Anyway, let me pause the music on my side. Letha Weeaboo, good to see you. Thank you for checking in over on Kick. Right, here we go. Welcome to Palpagos, chat. 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to the Palpagos Islands. Woke up on the beach with nothing in my hands. Palled empty, hostile pals across the land. First night survival, temperature jumping fast. Craft a stone and fiber built to make it last. Spotted a lamb all in the morning mist. Pulled the pal spear back, couldn't let it miss. Base kept rising from the dirt and sweat. This island doesn't know what it's about to get. Syndicate closing in from every side. My pals are leveled up, nowhere left to hide. Raid and coming! Load the game! Palpagos burning under me. Pals feel like catch what they said, could it be? Build the base on walls, hold every wave. No pal left behind, not a single one a slave. Catch, craft, never stop building. I've got jets for gun tearing through the ceiling. This introfaction dismantled it all. The Palpagos silence answer my call. Deep inside the dungeon, ancient ruins glow. Blasphemous chamber, heating up below. Dragon type, high level, one shot from the end. Lucky fear connecting, making monsters bend. Power ball fluming, faction flags up high. Zoe and Grisbolt, watch the lightning fly. I've been grinding every biome, every terrain. Ice fields to volcanic rock, I know every name. Alpha pal spotted, health bar off the chart. One perfect throw, aim straight for the heart. Critical capture! Load the game! Palpagos burning under me. Pals feel like catch what they said could be. Build the base on the walls, hold every way. No pal left behind, not a single one a slave. Catch, craft, never stop building. I've got jets for gun tearing through the ceiling. Centrifusion, I dismantled it all. The Palpagos silence answer my call. Grade white my walls. Pals in the sanctuary. Resources gone. They burned what I built overnight. I'll rebuild it harder. Not a setback, not a loss. That was just the tutorial.
Just the tutorial. It almost looks like Gengar versus the Blue Eyes White Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Sphere. Releasing. Capture reclimbing. Base secured. Island tame. All towers cleared.
So yeah, the main doesn't usually do music videos, so it's definitely interesting to see a music video from him. That being said, I have started playing Tower World, which I really have been enjoying. It does have a little bit of a Pokemon feel to it, but it is so vastly different. I know they went through that big lawsuit with Nintendo, and if like comparing the two, they're nothing alike.
Yeah. It's and I don't know, are these, I know that the creature here on the left that we're looking at is the sort of the mascot at OC of Dominion TV here.
Right.
Not being an expert in Power World or anything, and I suppose Chuck can chime in on this as well. Is there supposed to be some sort of mechanical dragon creature that you do battle with or capture as a pal?
I mean, there might be a creature like that. I haven't seen it, but there are so many different kinds of creatures. And is I think one of the more fun things about this game is a huge base builder too. So I've been having fun building a base and expanding it and really watching my base grow along with my community of pals. So it really has been fun.
So how big is your pal collection up to thus far, and how big has your base gotten? I mean, what all do you have as features on it?
Well, working my base, I have 15 pals, but my collection is over 100, I know at least. Maybe like 150. But with that being said, like...
You heard it here, chat. She caught all of the original 150 pals.
Oh, no, not like that. Many are duplicates, but I mean, I have multiple different farm types, like 4 different farm types, from wheat, potato, berries, and tomatoes. I'm just now able to make me a assault rifle, so about making me an assault rifle, this could be pretty cool. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it.
Sounds like it, yeah. It's Pokemon with assault rifles, machine guns, and other deadly weapons.
Yes.
Something for the grown-ups. No, it's nothing like Pokemon. Totally unique. Power World developers. Nintendo was reaching so far with those suits. Yes, they were. A lot of dragons in it, though. Haven't seen that one yet. Oh, alright. I'm sure there's got to be some sort of mecha dragon or robot-type pal.
There is slavery in the game, technically. You can
yes, and slavery.
Just like how you can capture the pals, you can capture people too. And force them to manual labor, and even have kids too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Circle of life in Power World, chat. Definitely going to have to give the new 1.0 release a try here soon. I still need to do that. I've got the game, just have not played it since they did the new update. Let's see.
So, one of my viewers said that there's currently a Jet Dragon is the big legendary power tile. But this image isn't exactly accurate to the in-game model.
Yeah, probably not. There's AI probably taking some liberties here.
They say if you like the game part, then you probably like Power World.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I played the original Pokemon Red and Blue and the Gold and Silver versions way back in the day. Didn't really keep up with it after that. But, Yeah, I played the originals, watched, first few years of the anime, and yeah, always loved it growing up. Hey Grav, hey Lethal, driving home from the store, so can't chat at the moment. BRB. Alright, Lupus, stay safe out there. Right, so what we will do is we'll go ahead and give that a like, and we will drop the link in chat for everyone. You'll give them a follow, give the video a like, help support more of these AI artists, because, as we well know, damn sight better than anything that Hollywood's putting out, and certainly a lot better than any of the rap crap that was getting USAID money.
And I'll be honest, that's one of the biggest comments I get a lot of times is the people saying when they get that first comment, that first like, it means so much to them. So, again, those likes really help out the creators and give them that support to help push them forward. And then on top of that, it also helps out the algorithm so they get more exposure.
Absolutely. We'll go ahead and leave a comment for Dominion TV here. Let's see. Fun video. And who doesn't love a flying mecha dragon? Am I right? There we go. We don't normally leave comments on videos. We normally just like and share the link. But I think in this case, best to leave a comment. Alright. So, we'll move on to our next one. Our next video on the countdown.
Next one is by Sasuma Tsukami and Lyrical Absent. Sasuma Tsukami is also known as, of course now I'm having a brain fart, but they both are part of the Abyssal Saloon, and they both do. Abyssal Saloon is real heavy on high production videos, in my opinion. Or music, they do very well on mixing Suno to get unique effects. So I'm always excited to hear from the Abyssal Saloon.
Okay, yeah, assets created using GPT Image 2, Grok, Suno, CapCut, and Vdo. Animations created using Seedance. Let's check it out, chat. Yes, mummy. I mean, what? Ember Paradox entering her punk rock.
And by the way, this
phase.
came out just a couple hours ago.
Oh, this is fresh. What do I want a bruised peach? Go get your money back, love. What do they charge you for bruised peach as a daylight robbery? It's starting to sync up with the lyrics. The mouth animations, that's brilliant.
She is definitely trouble.
Yes.
I think another common word for Protolap peach would be a red lizard.
Another name would be what now?
A road lizard. More common at truck stops.
Oh yes, a lot lizard.
A lot lizard, that's what it's called. That drink was spiked.
Yes. She slipped a Mickey in his drink. that's nice. I like that. Stylized painting of the lyrics.
We have been streaming links.
It's Ember and the Giant Peach. Peach flavored whiskey.
A criminal waste of alcohol.
Yeah, that's pity to spit it all out and on the ground like that.
Don't fade this time.
This almost looks like Skybrows. Yeah, this almost does look like something Skybrows would do. They're certainly on that level. They're definitely its own unique style.
A lot of people that I follow are actually followers of Skybrows, and Skybrows will every so often put out prompts. And I would not be surprised that that one DJ prompt section was one of Skybrows' prompts, because it followed very similar to the way some of his prompts work. By the way, I do have a trucker in my chat, and he said beware of the sleeper leapers and bunk bunnies.
Oh yes,
yes.
The other names for lot lizards. Yes, as a former lorry driver myself, can confirm they do exist. Thank God I never encountered them myself. Lucifer the Doberman, thank you for the 10 kicks over on Kick. Thank you for that so much. Thank you for sending that hype. James and the Giant Peach, yes, I know. We called it Ember and the Giant Peach because it the redhead there looks an awful lot like Ember Paradox.
I love how
seen that. I would say, Lord Intellectual, if you're watching, if Ember serves you a drink sometime, you might need to sniff that first. Make sure there's no roofies in it. I'm not joking.
I do love how long the hair was. Hair was like down to her knees.
Yes.
I just don't have the patience for that kind of maintenance. So,
yeah, no, long hair like that. That's a lot to have to contend with. Whether you're, rocker Viking man or very feminine woman. She is a good girl. I'm sure she is. We're only joking. Assigning the pals to base tasks and giving them weapons are two of my favorite features. I still want to get the big fat yellow pal and give him a Gatling gun. Give him a big Gatling gun or a Vulcan cannon, and let him have at it. That looks so badass. Grisbolt, I think that's the one. Welcome in, Nemikaze. Welcome in. It's good to see you. How are you? Home safe and cooking. Let him cook, chat. Let him cook. Right. Subscribe to both of them. We'll give that a like.
and I remembered the Satsuma Tsukiyami, their other name is Atsumori Chaos. Sorry it took me forever to remember.
Oh, you're fine, love. You're fine. Grisbolt, wasn't it? Yes. Grisbolt.
Hello, Jaded Fat. Hello, Dark
like
Glasspool.
a
Good to
fatter
see you.
Pikachu in his lumberjack arc or something like that. Right, there we go. Dropping that link in chat for everyone.
And that's probably about the streaminess I go on videos. I've been trying to tone it down. There's a couple of people who can put out some steamier stuff, but I just don't do. For reasons, but
That's all right. That's all right. Everyone's got their reasons. Everyone's got their reasons. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Now, Chaos Master Hawk he does a lot of fan videos. So if you like if you want to take a look at his channel, he has a fan video of Ember, one of Blessed, of me. So definitely he does a lot of like hype up for various creators and such. He has.
Oh, there's one for Celestium, I see.
Caleb.
Oh, there's yours.
Yeah, see? He does a lot of hype up for other people, so.
Oh, you've got 3 appearances so far. Lucky girl.
Yeah. So I always appreciate anytime I get the fan mention. But yeah, it's always fun seeing creators who hype up other people. So I really do appreciate those kind of creators.
Chat, I think we need to watch some of these other ones that feature Ovted here. I want to see these.
The most recent one has me in all different kind of Eastern design outfits. So
the Lantern Court area one, yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. We need to see the Lantern Court area. We need to see Ovted Fatash in her Madame Butterfly arc singing Visi di Arte. Elucidator, welcome in on Twitch. And Cool Boy, welcome into you. Nice model of Ted Fatash. Indeed it is. Heavily modelled after the Forbidden City from the looks of it. Been there before. There she is. There's a lovely lady. Okay, now it's turned you into anime.
Yeah, so a bunch of different generation styles. So you'll see anime, you'll see more realistic, you'll different outfits and such.
It's like struggling with the fingers in that one shot.
Hello, G-Voxy PC.
Taken together, it all just seems like this rather slow, methodical yet elegant band dance.
Yes, I honestly feel like it had that feeling of like, almost like an exploring or learning a new place on the music style. I really did like the music.
Oh yes, it's beautiful. X-Count, welcome in. Instrumental, it appears that's what this one's shaping up to be, yes.
Yes, as very much as.
The term audio being used very loosely here. I was half expecting some sort of cover of something from Verdi or Puccini, especially Puccini's works like Madame Butterfly or Turandot.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Stravinsky, to be honest.
Oh, Stravinsky is good, yes. I'm quite fond of his work for Firebird.
Firebird, yes. Don't fall asleep, they'll wake you up.
Ovted makes for the hot Asian guy. A few of those shots they did.
Yes.
They got maybe a little gender bent there. That's all right.
Yes, in fact, my chat did make a K-pop version of me, a male K-pop singer. Yeah, I did get the male K-pop treatment afterwards. Like, for example,
Ovted be tomboy maxing.
that's one thing about short hair. Sometimes it's like, oh, this must be a guy. It's like, no.
No, she's a lady with a pixie cut.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Right. So, saw
Well, I
a bit of a
noticed,
fun piece there.
I noticed he has a new one for Keybox. Keybox is a, if you like country music, Keybox is really good.
Okay.
Huh.
Between Work and Grace. Oh, yes, this is fairly new, just 7 hours ago.
Yeah, Chaos Master Hawk does a daily release of a song, so he does pretty fast generations and such.
Not bad. That is one of the benefits of working with AI art in these various programs is that, yeah, you can get things made a lot faster than you used to be able to. Kalergi writing and kick chat nerdy hot.
And
Ovted here, she nerdy hot maxes. She nerdy hot maxes. Right. Let's check out the latest here, or what was the latest, from Chaos Master Hawk.
it was
this
the
one
latest
called-
one made that list, but not anymore.
Right.
And yeah, so we can do this one, or we can do the Keybox one, either or. I don't know which ones could be better.
Both is good. We can do both.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's start with this one. Neon Dominion, French apples and frozen oranges. As Jeremy from the Quarterine would say, what's with the oranges, Chad? What do you think about that? Let us know in the comments below. Synth intro. Not bad. I like it. I think I saw some cars going backwards. That one's power sliding. It is raining though.
The cars are very hard for AI right now. So anytime I see an AI race and it actually looks good, it always impresses me. But yeah, cars are still a struggle.
So many faces, do you even know your name? A digital ghost in a pixelated game. Animatronics at Disney, they got more soul. You're just a glitch in the matrix, losing control. Call your brain Johnny 5. Short-circuited and got them shadows. You're two-faced and twisted.
It's me, I'm Johnny 5.
That reference Johnny 5 Short Circuit.
You're a tired of meme, but you don't have a clue. Worse than an NPC, at least they know their role. You're just a little chickadee, lost in the scroll. Tweet, that's all you ever do, attacking VTubers. But who's defending you? You oughta be skynet, acting like bad AI in this digital masquerade. Tell me who's the lie. Tweet, that's all you ever do, attacking VTubers. But who's defending you? You oughta be skynet, acting like bad AI in this digital masquerade. Tell me who's the lie. You're throwing shade like it's a sport, but your aim is off, can't even hold court. Celestium shining, while you're stuck in the dark.
There's Celestium. And there's Ember.
Yeah. And that's one great thing about the AI community is so many people love supporting each other.
Yes.
And it has really helped collaborate and introduce other people to people they didn't know.
It's brilliant. It certainly helped me.
Lost in the scroll. That's all you ever do, attacking VTubers. But who's defending you? You oughta be skynet, acting like bad AI in this digital masquerade. Tell me who's the lie. That's all you ever do, attacking VTubers. But who's defending you? You oughta be skynet, acting like bad AI in this digital masquerade. Tell me who's the lie. You're a puppet on strings, dancing for the likes. But when the lights go out, who's left in the spikes? You're just a shadow fading in the glow. While the real ones rise, you're stuck way down low. So take off your mask to see what's inside. A hollow reflection, nowhere left to hide. You think you're a player, but you're just a pawn.
There's Lord
There's Lord.
Intellectual.
Holy ball.
And the Holy Ball.
French apple of frozen orange too. You're retarded mean, but you don't have a clue. Worse than an NPC, at least they know their role. You're just a little chickadee, lost in the scroll.
I think that was supposed to be Scarborough.
Oh, was it? Cliff, welcome in. Keisha, Nux, and Mizuki. Grove and Leaflet and Straub.
Yeah.
I wanna give you a French apple of frozen orange too. You're retarded mean, but you don't have a clue. Worse than an NPC, at least they know their role. You're just a little chickadee.
Nah, it's someone else.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
I thought maybe because of the hair, but his hair is still a bit different, so. There's someone who I do not know, which, well, I don't know someone. I gotta find out, so I'll find out who they are later and be introduced to them.
8601, thank you for checking in over on Twitch. Hello, Lord Rexworth and Noble Chatters. Just popping in to say hello. Have a great stream the rest of the evening. We'll pop in a little later if possible. Cheerio. All right, 8601. Thank you for checking in. It's good to see you.
Hello, Emerald Menace. Good to see you. Glad to see you in Cape
stuff.
Army Twitch.
Great
Sorry.
to see more cameos in AI music videos, especially of favorites around these parts, including one of my Oshi's Leaflet. A very brief appearance there in the background by Kirsha, my other Oshi. Leave a comment for that. Give that a like. And then we'll copy the link and we'll post it into all of the chats here. Been playing a bit with the music, but I'm not a sound guy, so can't really do any editing myself. Yeah, it takes some work.
Oh, absolutely, yes. And it's easy to underestimate to produce something, like I'll just say okay or good level. It is easy, but to raise it up to next 10% of quality, it takes so much more work, and then to get to that great, it can take. I've heard people spend over 150 hours on these videos.
Yes. There's so much time that has been taken away from the actual animation portion, but I think it sort of balances out to about net zero in that what time you do save in animation and direction, you have to offset with more time editing.
Yeah. And that being said, sometimes people will say AI is just lazy. It's like, well, you can make a lazy piece, but there's many people out there who produce a high quality piece who are not lazy with their work. And
Yes.
that being said, one of the great things about AI is without AI, these people would never be able to do this. They don't have the skill set to do all of the various things from animation to drawing to music, design, playing the instruments, singing the voices, and AI helps us get there, so I really appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I believe
Absolutely.
this next one's Ocno.
It is.
So this is Ocno, also known as Occultist Noticia, Leaftuber Adventure Pad. Is this just a short? Yeah, it's a minute 30. Ocno does some pretty, really good animation stuff. He's, in terms of his quality, I think he tends to have some of the higher level quality up there. In terms of animation style, I think I'll just name him, Eustace, and Null FM are some of the best in animation, I think.
Yeah. No, I think I've seen some of his work. I mean, I'm already following, so I think I've seen some of his work before. It's good. It's really good. This is a minute 34. Leaftuber Adventurer ad is the title, so probably not a music video per se, but advert for something fictitious, or
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
not. Who
And
knows?
he is highly religious. A lot of times in his videos, he'll also end it with a nice Bible verse related to the video.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, Cliff, thank you for the 3-stream watch streak. Just writing in chat, guilty I'm lazy with my work. I don't know about that. Yours turns out all right. But yeah, probably with a bit of tinkering and a little more polish, it'll gleam and sparkle even more. Never know until you try. Right. Let's get started on this one. 3, 2, 1.
Are VTubers constantly gatekeeping? Do you just
Yes.
want a simple model but don't have the budget of Elon Musk?
So what I am rich.
Riggers be trippin'. Presenting the new LeafTuber.
Huh?
It's free, it's open source, and it runs locally.
Guess that's the
for
holy
you.
ball
No selling your
talking.
soul. No sacrificing your wallet. Just download it and start moving.
This is funny.
Okay, we have to stop and read these quotes. Hang on.
Sacrificing your wallet.
Let's see. Holy ball. I made it venture, touched grass, and the grass asked for my prompt. Let's see. Okno. I weaponized adventurer. Now the IRS, NASA, and raccoons won't leave me alone. 10 out of 10 peak civilization. General Gravy writing, back in my day we used graph paper. Now I make law as bandos and chaos in 18 minutes. I mean, that's the American way? Question
So-
mark? I don't know.
Just in case, for those of you who don't know what LeafTuber is, Leaf recently made a AI app that will allow you to stream, and it literally uses AI to make your idle animation, your talking animation. You can also use AI to make emotes and everything. And I tried myself, and for $1, I was able to have my own little model. And it only took like 30 minutes to do. So,
$1. That's all it cost you.
I mean, there is the initial cost because this uses APIs from AIs, and unfortunately, a lot of them have a minimum price of like putting in $10 here or there. But I mean, out of that, I only used $1 of it to make the model. But it's
That's
really,
still really good.
and if I want to fine tune it, I could do a lot more. But it's really neat. Program is just, I mean, they released the alpha version, so I mean, they're going to be working out bugs and everything. So it's really neat program.
Yeah, the bloop writing. Opened it, ventured, yawned, made a masterpiece, went back to sleep. Goat software for real. Probably powder. I don't even know what I'm doing, but Adventurer makes me look like a genius, so slay, I guess? Question mark. White heart emoji. And then Nines. I don't know, man. It's good, I guess. That does sound like something Nines would say. Let's see. Keen, which I believe Keen is an actual user of the LeafTuber Adventurer app. I created a castle, a mech, and my dignity, all in under 30 minutes. Let's go! I feel called out because I sort of did the same, only not with LeafTuber. Let's see, Nightwave Fantasy. I whispered just a quick model. 2 hours later, I had art, a story, and existential purpose. Terrifying. I love it.
Don't
So,
let
yes,
your memes
chat
be
it-
dreams.
Yes, don't let your memes be dreams, and if you too are seeking some sort of existential purpose in your life, LeafTuber Adventurer. Or Jesus. You know, they'll probably Jesus. Let's go with Jesus instead. Go with Jesus first.
Just download it and start moving. From normal avatars to cat girls to goofy little goblins to silly cosmic monsters.
I'm sorry, who is that? Is that supposed to be Jigs? Who is that?
I'm not sure. It might be just a custom thing. I'm not sure.
Maybe. That's Jigs entering his demon arc or something. Well, I don't know. Both. It's probably maybe it is. Maybe it is. Goodness, that looks frightening. Let's keep going.
The kind that stare back at you. The ones that nightmares look like a child's daydream. And it knows what you
Thank you,
do in the
Timothy.
dark when no one's
Timothy for the
around.
alert.
The deepest secret never blinking, never leaving. Nothing escapes their gaze.
Anyway, the new leaf tuber.
Holy ball, you're
It's
scaring
yours
us.
today
Please stop it.
For free. Side effects may include excessive streaming, becoming a
Yes,
PNG,
ball man
developing an unhealthy
shenanigans.
attachment to your avatar, and accidentally creating an eldritch horror with perfect face tracking. Consult your local eyes, ear, nose, and throat doctor if symptoms persist.
Leaf tube adventurer, free for all. Don't be a quango, gatekeeping is for simps.
I like the jingle. The jingle's a nice touch.
Yes, it is. Well, speaking of a lot of people, Arkno, Joan Bravey King, Nightwave Fantasy, Holy Ball, and Lady Wasabi all made an anime episode together, which was absolutely amazing. It was a full 25-minute episode, I believe, or maybe it was 30 minutes,
Yeah.
including it even had its own commercial. So,
Give that a like, give it a comment. I found my existential purpose with Leaf Tuber Adventurer. And then we'll go ahead and drop that link into all of the chats for everyone. Nice jingle. It is. It is a nice jingle. It's a charming jingle. We need AI to create more catchy jingles
now if I have a Jess Curry, you're
for
next.
things. I don't think we've got enough catchy jingles in adverts. We did a react not too long ago to a lot of old adverts. Some that had a romantic storyline to them, almost like a soap opera, with the old gold blend and tasteless choice ads.
Are we turning
And
to
What's that?
Demolition Man, where we're gonna listen to oldies jingles?
I mean, I suppose I could put on Martini and Rossi again. That's what we listen to.
Oh, speaking of,
What's that?
someone created an advertisement for me, as if I was selling
Did
something.
they?
Yeah.
Is it on YouTube?
Yes, check out Smoky Fox. You'll love
Smoky
it.
Fox.
Ben is Smoky as IE, so,
Oh, Smoky Fox.
yep, just like that. And it should pop
Two
up.
X's.
Single X, it should pop up, I think.
Smoky
Yeah.
Fox. There we are. Okay.
And scroll down a little bit, and it's probably like the second row. There we are.
There it is. Yeah.
A nice 40-second
Ovted
video.
Fatash. Fine Leaf Tea. We gotta watch this, chat. We gotta watch this.
Ooh, sip it slow, you're better than most. I drink Ovted Fatash, I judge with grace. One little sip upgrades my face. Ovted Fatash, feel mildly superior.
That detail on the lace.
Far more interior. One cup, one smug little grin. You're never drinking basic again.
Makes small talk tolerable.
Cause opinions and correcting people's posture.
Ovted Fatash.
Regular tea is emotionally unqualified.
Deal with it. I'm delicious. I love that.
What I gave you with?
Honestly, wait, is the T-Man working with you? Do you have an affiliate
I do
code
not.
set up with him?
I do
You
not.
don't. We need to fix that. We need to fix that.
I actually had a tea company I used already. I was trying to see if they'd sponsor me, but they said sure, and then they ghosted me after that.
What?
Yeah.
T-Man, if
No,
you're
no,
watching,
no, it wasn't
how could
them.
you?
It wasn't them.
Oh.
It was another company called Chibi Tea, who I enjoyed.
Oh, but
But I
fuck
will-
them. You need to go with the Dragon's Treasure.
Yes, and I have tried Dragon. I'm trying Dragon Treasure right now, because I literally asked AI which one would be closest to the tea I drink, and it recommended. Because they have lots of different teas on there.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He's got a lot of fantastic teas. I'm quite fond of the cherry cola version myself. Plus, it's one of his tea blends that has the highest caffeine content.
Oh, goodness.
And, yeah, I'm hopelessly addicted to caffeine, but I tend to try and avoid coffee as much as I can.
Okay.
Many such cases, sadly. Yeah, we need to get you a Dragon's Treasure sponsorship of Ted. We have got to make this happen. I am personally... Actually, you know what? Hold on.
Thank you,
I'm
Bandager.
messaging the T-Man right now.
Oh. I appreciate that.
Can we get Ovted Fatash set up?
I probably have to contact him first, because he didn't even know about me.
Code.
I probably need to contact him first.
Oh, it's alright. I will do that for sure, but I am going to go ahead and pave the way for you.
Okay.
Make it a little bit easier for you. That way you're not just cold calling him, in a sense. Should be absolutely perfect. And...
Oh, I got...
both
What's going on here? Something going on.
mutually on brand.
Oh, I see. My stream was being a little funny. Sorry.
What's the problem?
We're good. Everything's fine.
Oh, alright.
So I think the next one we have... let's see here.
Alright, I have DM'd T-Man, so you might also reach out to him, but if not, hopefully he will be in touch. Right, next one. This from Noira Devil and Green Lounge Records.
Oh, I was wrong. Yours is in 2 after this.
Title is Not an NPC.
So Noira Devil is a relatively new person to me. They focus their character a lot, and it's been interesting. So they're still learning their style a little bit from me. So.
Alright. These are supposed to be NPCs, I guess?
I'm guessing that's kind of color that you see in the NPC leads.
Yeah. They look so bland and boring, which that tracks for NPCs, I guess. And that's why collaborations are so cool. Indeed, Alt. Have you really lived if an anime-themed tea company hasn't told you to KYS? Our T-Man is pretty unfiltered, but he makes one hell of a product. Cherry cola tea, I'll try it, yes. Please do. And while our dear lovely Oftad here gets her affiliate link set up, go to thedragonstreasure.com/Lord Rexworth. And you can also find a link to it at lordrexworth.com. Use my code at checkout, Lord Rexworth, and save, I believe it's 10% off your order. That's thedragonstreasure.com/Lord Rexworth. Right. Noira Devil, Not an NPC, official AI music video. 3, 2, 1, go.
Same script, same lines, not me. Same script, same lines, not me. Everybody's on a loop here, saying everything they read. Same opinions in the comments, like the same words in each head. They all want the same approval, walk the same exact design. I like the cities full of copies and
Ooh, I'm not sure if you had headsets, but that was bouncing between the ears.
You can guess my
I do.
line, but I went and broke my programming. Now there's chaos in the design. You're an NPC, just repeating what you see. Same dialogue on a loop, baby, that ain't living free. I deleted my default, now I'm writing what I be. You're an
Sucker for glitch effects. They're getting better with a lot of these, I'm noticing.
You react
Oh, yeah.
I want you. Your outrage on a cue. Pick the trend up like a costume. Do the thing they tell you to. But I logged out of the pattern. Took the controller off the shelf. You can follow all the others, baby. I just follow myself. You can read me from a manual. You can guess my every line. But I went and broke my programming. Now there's chaos in the design. You're an NPC. Just repeating what you see. Same dialogue.
Unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there who they only know the talking points and are not good at breaking away from what the common arguments are.
Yes.
Nobody like me.
Still operating within the paradigm.
You ever had a single thought that wasn't given to you? Yeah, me neither, sweetie. Kidding. I got plenty. You're an NPC, just repeating what you see. Same dialogue on a loop, baby, that ain't living free. I deleted my default, now I'm writing what I be. You're an NPC, but there's nobody like me. NPC, player one. Me, NPC, player one.
But one thing I'll say is I think it's really important on any topic to always try to hear every single side of every single position, and then try and also view from the opposing position of what you believe in. Because also you're not going to be able to convince someone to support your side if you don't understand what's important to them. And that's why I really hate when people say, "Oh, just say this," and you'll show them. And it's like, no, you have to hear their perspective so you can do counter argument with something that holds value to them.
True.
I think the most common one will be, for example, you can't tell an atheist because the Bible says so is why you should do something. An atheist has no value in the Bible, so you have to tell them in words that they understand. That's an example. But
Absolutely.
yeah, that's one of the things I got from the NBC, because there's so often you hear in arguments that you hear that repeated lines of over and over that you've seen 100 times before.
Yeah, a lot of the same talking points, a lot of the same things that have just, you hear them so many times, you just start to glaze over when you hear them again. You just wonder, is there anyone out there with an original thought? Vivian Moon! Welcome in. Thank you for the bits, for the 45 bits. All of these single cheers. Lots of cheering. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Vivian, for the support.
Yeah. Hello, hello. Work in the AM, going to sleep. Have fun, guys. All right, Jess. Take care. Sleep well. Yes, thank you for those bits, Viv. Thank you.
Now, I believe you said your Oshia's leaflet. It looks like the next one we have is a leaflet dance song.
Ah, excellent. Leaflet Anime AIMV Weebcore Power Level Rising. This by Play Astronomical.
Now, when I found Play Astronomical the first time, he literally had a song which had literally 100 different cameos. I mean, it may not be that much, but I felt like it. From VTubers to HoloLive members, I felt like to AI music people. And ever since, he's gradually gotten better, got more recognition, and really is good at networking. And he makes fun videos, so I'm really excited to see this one.
3 minutes, yes. Impressive length. collecting all of the VTuber cameos like so many Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Alright, let's give this a go.
Power level rising, I'm unstoppable.
Quangos must go.
Leveling up, no one can be.
Covered aesthetic, similar to a certain Austrian painter.
Dominate.
It's her. She's Freerin now. And she's Yor. I love that.
Yes, I love it.
And she's Goku. Its power level's over 9,000.
And this is
She's
fun.
the Demon Slayer.
Is that Black Butler? This would be
think so.
ReZero.
It's cute.
ReZero again. This is fun.
Megamine. Explosion.
Shield Hero. Reptalia. I don't know this character. Is this Spice Wolf?
Maybe.
That would
She
be
would make tornadoes.
Jobless Reincarnation, I think. I don't know that one. Full Metal Alchemist. Naruto. Hinata specifically.
Hairstyle makes her look like a mum. Deedlit. OG elf waifu.
Another character's name I just can't figure out what's from.
Lara Croft, maybe?
That would be Evangelion there. Goblin Slayer. I feel like I should know many more of these. But
Ayanami. Bunny Girl. Lolly with a shotgun. It's her. She's the Uma Musume. Thank you for your support, but go send Leaflet some love.
that was a fun vid. Sometimes it's great when people are just trying not to make us, like how we saw before, we saw the serious, kind of more serious political thing, and then we have stuff like this come out where it's just someone having fun with anime characters and Leaflet. You need all different kinds, and it's fun. I love it.
There we go. We'll leave a comment for that. And then let me copy the link here.
Kirby's
Drop this in the
Lelouch.
chat,
Alright,
everyone.
so that's the one I got wrong. I said it was Black Butler, it was Kirby's Lelouch. Thank you for correcting me on that, Eltis.
And Bocce the Rock. Oh,
Now the next one, if I could do an introduction of this person, because it's
Sure.
it's one of my joys of doing. So the next person I found, his name is Kuro Onigarashi, and I found Kuro Onigarashi because he had a music video called Kuro Onigarashi where he says Kuro Onigarashi many times, so I got Kuro Onigarashi stuck in my head, so I kept on saying Kuro Onigarashi, saying Kuro Onigarashi. So next song is by Kuro Onigarashi.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What was the name again?
But yeah, Kurt Onigarashi is a great person. Does a lot of songs, religious songs as well. he's a great guy. Loves his videos. Also usually have action sequences. I apologize. I'm sorry I stutter a little bit. But this one looks a little bit different. So I'm curious about this because if I remember, as we see again, it's Leaflet. Leaflet seems to be a theme today. It's weird how that happens sometimes.
And that's all right. Amazing how their name just sort of rolls off the tongue for you. I could never.
And Kurt Undergrassi is cringing right now on my chat.
Title of this one from, let me see if I can get the name pronounced correctly, Kura Onigurashi. It's titled Not You Culture. There we go. 3, 2, 1, go. We'll start out with a little Vincent Price laugh.
A lot kinder than me. I'll call you what you really are. Tourists. Invaders. Ignorant fucking hoodwinks.
Oh, language.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
There's a Cosmic Otaku, who's a reactor as well.
Mega Bass. There's Keen. There's our pirate
that's
man.
That's an amazing looking Keen.
You rolling with your scripts, rewriting every line, twisting stories we love.
And that's Kurt Undergrassi, by the way.
Call yourselves experts, but you barely understand.
And Kurt Undergrassi loves lots of women.
Man of culture, I see.
My take on it, this is a little bit different than his usual stuff, so.
Keen looked awesome. Yes, he did.
That is, Lorson. Man. I recognize him, I just can't think of the name.
High five.
Let my real one show. You sanitize the edges of the blades we cherish, turn passion into product, watch the spirit perish. They're only making it better for the ones who don't belong. But we build this from the heart, from my manga to my song. Hood weeds and suits laughing while they censor every page. Tourists with agendas turning art into a cage. We don't need your filters, we don't need your spin. Stay in your lane, invaders with your double chins. This culture's not yours, stay the hell out. Tourists and invaders, screw your virtue signaling cloud. Weeds go home, leave our community alone.
Having the 2000s anime aesthetic, but I like it. There's Slime Girl.
Laughing at your attempts to claim what isn't yours.
That is Mavlik.
Definitely giving off Riddler vibes.
That is, Maybe plays games, by the way.
Goblin Girls. I like it. There's the Foxu waifu. Our favourite Bostonian Foxu.
Bakura, who's the blue hair, red eyes?
Go ruin your own culture.
That's the trouble they already have.
You already did.
Called it.
True.
Alright, that was very well done.
Carissa, that the other person with blue hair, red eyes is Chibi Reviews.
Oh.
It caught me off guard because the style is very similar to Mad Hatter and
yeah.
And Curry. So it caught me off guard, but it's also just one of the fun things about AI is we can also experiment with a bunch of different things. And he has all the cameos listed in the description for us.
Oh, yes. Okay, here we go. We've got Leaflet, Cosmic Otaku, Keen, Chibi Reviews, The Squinty Lion, Mavlock, Moomy Playing Games. Okay. We recognize Moomy Playing Games frequently raids into our dear lovely Kirsche store. And also has the lyrics. We've got the libretto right here. Leave a comment for that. And then we're going to copy the link. And we're going to drop this into chat for everyone. Who's that? Pokemon. It's Leaflet. Oyo.
Yeah, and almost all these people that were in this video are reactions. People, so it's definitely, so if you enjoy reaction videos on stuff, especially on a lot of these are on, like, more, comic culture stuff, that's what they can feature.
Of course.
So like Kane, he'll do, I'm sure you know about Kane and the stuff he does, but he does like current events kind of stuff.
Very nice when the description has useful information like that in it. Absolutely. Was that Kirsche near the end? It was. It was indeed. Looked as though she was dressed for the night out, probably going to Fogo de Chao. Now let's see. Our next one's going to be from Mushi.
Now Mushi is a new creator. I think this is like her 4th or 5th video. His or her iPods, I don't know. I haven't ever talked to the person. But yeah, so they've had some good songs right at the start. The first song was actually a song dedicated to Leaflet about some of the hard criticism she gets, I think.
Yeah.
But I have no clue what the climb is, so I am curious about this.
The climb. I'm going to take a guess that this aluminium tin here is about to get stepped on. So the climb will start by stepping on the can. Mushi made the car video I saw recently, Grifting Drifters. Oh, interesting. All right. Let's give this one a go. 3, 2, 1. Play. Garu elf waifu. I like this already.
The gas arrived.
Basically elf version of Meren Kitagawa.
Boy, this is making me tired.
Quite the workout. She's fit, this one. Gotta give her that.
Got some hints of piano in the background.
Mm-hmm. Mind your step, dear. What a desolate looking place, isn't it?
Yeah. I wonder if I actually sent you just an animation and not actually a music video.
So far, it's just shaping up to be animated segment, but really well done. Like something you would see in a post-apocalyptic slice of life. Anime of some kind.
The only signs of
Oh, go ahead.
the only sign of life that there is hints of the graffiti and the fact that there's buildings everything, but
And the pigeons. See lights in the background.
Oh, so
Okay.
I sent you a non-music video. I apologize.
That's all right. That was
Come
some
here,
good
Frank.
animation. Very straightforward. A short video film project inspired by Kexi. We know who Kexi is.
Oh, so that
She's
probably was
One of
catchy.
my mutuals. Yeah. Give everyone more resources for making AI videos. Does not have every detail, but what's included is all of the content you would have needed to make the video. This is anime and Sea Dance 2 multimodal based, but a lot can be applied elsewhere. Structured to be read by an AI, as well as other people, so take this with some caution and get what you can out of it. There's likely to be many mistakes. I don't know,
Oh,
that
okay.
one came out rather clean.
So all the resources she uses in that link. Okay.
Yeah, there's project download folder there. So we'll go ahead and drop this in the chat. And those of you who are AI bros, you want to try your hand at this sort of thing, well, they just made it open source for you, so have at it. Right, so there's that.
And the next two, I have not seen anything of these people's videos, so not sure what to expect.
Okay. Kaleido, that's our next contributor here. Title of this one, That Skybrow's Magic. I like the frame. We're off to a good start with this frame.
Oh yes, indeed.
This is the sort of frame that if I were to have a portrait painted of you, of Ted, I would place it in a frame like this.
Oh,
This is very you. This is very on brand.
I sure Jingle. Good to see you. I hope it's. Is it sure to go? To go? Please educate me on how to say the name properly. So this one's going to be a song only.
Oh,
You walk in the server, whole chat starts to tilt. Damn, there goes the king of the AI slop built. Skybrows on a mission, prompts loaded and primed. Every head scrolling, frozen in awe every time. That grin got the soft, the chaotic wave. Turning meme energy to visual gold wave. Small prompt to epic, you just make it behave. While the rest of us watch the madness you gave. And I swear when you
Will do, sir.
move, pixels click into place. One drop from you, and the whole feed away. Skybrows, skybrows, you make it look so easy. Skybrows, skybrows, yeah, you keep it breezy. And there's skybrows, skybrows, everybody knows. Skybrows, skybrows, that's how the magic goes.
Sky with the flex, so you stay on point. Anime opening, sci-fi joints. Angel Buster Cry Brows, roast you on the game. VTubers cameo, putting respect on the name.
Fresh like a new gen, sharp like the truth. Fire in the render, lifting up the roof. Community smiles when your latest hits. Main character slot, that's you, that's it.
Big on the charm, zero ego in the art. Tiny little prompt, then you tear it apart. Glitchy but gorgeous, you ride that lane.
Skybrows legend.
You the one with the flame.
they put in the glitches at just the right moment.
Yep.
Skybrows, skybrows, yeah, you keep it breezy. Skybrows, skybrows, everybody knows. Skybrows, skybrows, that's how the magic goes. When the render crashes and the day's gone rough, you hit refine and make it light enough. One little laugh in the comments thread, and the whole timeline feels right Skybrows, skybrows, you make it look so easy. Skybrows, skybrows, yeah, you keep it breezy. Skybrows, skybrows, everybody knows. Skybrows, skybrows, that's how the magic goes.
Bye, Don Halo. Good to see you.
theme song for Skybrows and the Sky Bros. I like that. That's good.
So,
That's good stuff.
yeah, sometimes I still,
Subscribe or give that a like.
and Skybrow has introduced so many people to AI, and like the song says, he makes it look so easy, at times. But once you start diving in, you start realizing, how hard it can be. But it's still fun. It's so much fun creating. I really do enjoy it.
Give that a comment too.
If you'd like, I could change it up a little bit and show you maybe 3 of my favorite songs from the community within the past couple months, if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Let's do that before we get to the last one here that you had in the lineup.
So I've been back in June, I did a top 20 list. So ever since I've been kind of keeping track of songs that I put in like a top 10, top 20 list. And so right now, one is an instrumental that I'm going to show because I just love the animation that well. And then the other 2 are going to be actual songs with videos. So the first one I'd like to show, let me go ahead and DM that to you real fast.
Okay. Oh, okay. We've got one from Gojira Zard.
And Godzill's in one of my regulars. The next one.
As a kaiju monster movie fan, especially a big fan of Godzilla, I think I'm going to like this first one.
And Godzill's
really.
Yeah, Godzill's avatar is literally a kaiju, but he has both a small form, a big form, and then also like a human, like Power Ranger form. The Japanese version, I forgot what they're called. Actually, it's like Sentai something, I think.
Yeah, Super Sentai.
Yeah. So I sent you 3 videos. I hope you enjoy them.
All right, let's take a look at this first one from Gojira Zard. It's titled Day of the Monster. I think we're going to like this one, chat. I know I am. Here we go. Oh, that's good.
Most days, Little Monster was sweet.
It's like Baby Godzilla.
Today was not.
Yes.
Little Monster found the kitchen, morning sunlight pouring through. There upon the waiting counter sat coffee freshly brewed. One slow swish of his tail and a landmark met collapse. Then the coffee took a tumble and the morning fell to scraps. Little Monster watched
spilling coffee.
like he'd never seen a thing.
Tragedy.
Then he wandered out the doorway to see what the day might bring. Little Monster, where'd you go? Only you and trouble know. Reports continue coming in from every road and row. There you go, and there you roam, always one step on the go. Around the road and down the row, fast as any breeze can blow. Further incidents
Little Monster and power wheels.
And he just loves destroying things. Well, I shouldn't say destroy. He just likes making trouble for fun.
evidently likes tacos.
The ball field, children gathered in the sun. A little monster watched them playing till he spotted something fun. High above a rocket soared, a little monster locked on tight. Then the airborne object vanished, baseball gripped in his bite. Pursuit gave chase behind him, past the fence and down.
It's like Godzilla meets Franklin.
Recovery efforts followed with no sign of any gain. Little monster, where'd you go? Only you and trouble know. Reports
I just love this video, it's just so adorable.
every road and road. There you go, and there you roam. Always one step on the go. Around the road and down the road, fast as any breeze can blow. Further incidents occurred, much the same as those before. One thing's certain, this we know, only you and trouble know.
That duck is just zero fucks given.
Little monster found his pillow, curled into a sleepy ball, closed his eyes and drifted dreaming like he'd never roamed at all. Town lights shimmered in the moonlight, every chase had reached its end. Tomorrow would be naps and sunshine for everybody's little friend.
So again, it's just a fun video, it brings smiles to my face, and I have a smile the whole time watching that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We need plushies of the little monster. We need plushies of the little monster. Alright. Budget Azad, you're getting a follow there from me over on the YouTube side of things. That was adorable. It was.
Now the next one that I sent you is called Breakfast, and it's for the Leering Contest by Leaflet. And this one actually came in, I think it came in 5th. Well, they ranked 4th, but technically it was 5th, but one person had 2 submissions that came ahead of it, so though me personally, it was my personal favorite, so.
From Null FM, simple title, Breakfast. Let's take a look.
And this one is the instrumental.
Oh. Got off to a good start. Bit freaky with the four-eyed bird.
It's fantasy.
Oh, there's cute little slimes, including one that's a bit slow and bounces on the side. And then you've got the mushroom people that are absolute nightmare fuel. Talk of which,
This is me in the morning.
hey yo. Feet bros, that's some fun service for you.
Oh goodness, I didn't even think about that.
Uh-oh. Someone's hungry. She's got gigantic scissors. She's got freckles. That's cute.
Ah, yes.
Don't even think about it. Ending for that'll be even worse than my tango. No, dear, you can't eat the fireflies.
I love the change in the music here.
Yes.
The action sequences are also really clean, which is hard to do with AI at the moment.
Guess you're eating giant praying mantis for dinner. No, wait,
She loves her mushrooms.
Glowing mushrooms. It'd be even funnier if she stuffed herself full of glowing mushrooms so much that her stomach started glowing.
That would be great. I'm sure one of my viewers is going to make that image now. You went silent all of a sudden.
No, I'm still here.
Well, okay, you just stopped talking, so my apologies. But yeah, Null FM was one of my earliest Discord members, actually, and I was featured in one of the videos one time, and ever since I started following them a lot more. The last video I gave you was from Julie Lacroix. Quango's Be Quanging is her newest song, and actually that's her newest song, also her most popular song. I'm sure you know about, I'm sure you've heard the term Quangos before, so...
Oh, yes.
I don't need to explain.
With the traditional definition of a Quango, which is the equivalent of an NGO or some sort of corrupt public-private partnership, as it's used over in Britain. And then there's the more broader Western use of the term Quango, which is basically just a silly way of calling someone a blithering idiot. We'll leave a comment here. Fun fact, those glowing mushrooms recharged all of her batteries for the next 10 years. Those of you who have played Metal Gear Solid 3 or MGS Delta will know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sure Nell has played that before. He'll get the joke. But we'll drop a link in chat. Everyone make sure you go follow them, go give it a like, leave a comment, enjoy the music video. Or just the animation.
And after this last video that has just sent you with Julie Lacroix, we'll go ahead and check out some of her stuff as well.
Alright, we can do that. Let's see. Yes, Julie Lacroix. I believe we are mutuals over on X. Lovely lady. Lovely lady. The title of this one, as you mentioned, Quango's Be Quangin'. Really smooth animation.
They are definitely one of the top animators, for sure.
Quangos be quanging, guilt by associating. They see me drooling.
Okay, welcome in.
They hating. walking clean, they start that talk. Side eye heavy when I cross that block. They want a reason to make me small, but I stand tall, watch them watch it all. Say my name low, say it with doubt, but I've been here, I don't back out. You point one finger, I see three more. Still I keep moving through that front door. Quangos be clanging, clanging, guilt by associating, associate. They see me drooling, they hating. They see me drooling, they hating.
Pause for just a moment. Dark Phoenix, thank you for the gift sub to Rokai over on Kick. Rokai, do extend your thanks to Dark Phoenix. You've got a tier 1 sub there.
Thank you, Dark Phoenix.
I don't need your validating. They see me drooling, they hating. I keep my lane, no explanating.
You have to explain you're losing.
Tried to box me in for a little while, but every rumor falls apart fast. What they built on shade never built to last. I hear the murmur, I know the game. They sell that doubt, then forget my name. Still I move with grace, still I move with fire. Make that mess talk less when I climb up higher. Say my name low, say it with doubt.
Banana Juju and Leaflet.
Oh, yeah.
You point one finger, I see three more. Still I keep moving through that front door. Quangos be clanging.
I love the outfit that Secret leaves it in.
Yeah, it's quite stylish.
They see me drooling, they hating.
As is typical of the French. Very chic.
I don't need your validating. They see me drooling, they hating. I keep my lane, no explanating.
There's DJ Arkham, by the way, who does AI DJ sessions.
Oh, interesting. Dope. Here's the key.
Probably cool angel there.
I wonder who that green-haired girl is.
I know me, I know mine. You can chase that smoke, I keep my shine.
Who's that green-haired girl? She's absolutely lovely.
That would
I
be
have to
me.
know.
They see me drooling, they hating. They see me drooling, they hating. Quangos be clanging, clanging. I don't need your validating. They see me drooling, they hating. I keep my lane, no explanating.
Nice choice of boombox there. And, of course, ending at the south of France. As you do, for the French woman. Which, by the way, now, in my headcanon officially, Julie Lacroix is your French cousin.
Could be, maybe.
Action Bastard, welcome in. Hello, Lord Rexworth and Ovted. Hello. Hello, hello. I see she's got another one here. Definitely giving 80s, 90s anime vibes. A bit of a Sailor Moon touch to that.
That one has a whole bunch of nostalgia. If you like it, from Sailor Moon to...
We are doped out of our mind on nostalgia. We're just like, nostalgia injected into our veins round here.
Thank you, Dark Face, for the gift of sub to Sir Tool. Thank you again.
Thank you. Yeah, we gotta watch this. I love retro vibes.
You'll love it then.
But first, let's give this a like. We'll drop the link in chat for everyone. Nostalgia, it's kind of a medicine, yes. Reminds you of better, happier times. And we can have them again, too. Merely takes the will. Julie in Starlight.
I'm counting on you to name all the cameos you can. Where are the
Oh,
sources?
I'm going to fail miserably. You will best me in that quite easily.
Not people cameos like for example, G.I. Joe as a cameo or Halo as a cameo.
Oh, that sort of... Okay. I
Yeah.
might do all right. I might do just all right. You'll probably still do better than me. There we go. Julie and Starlight. Another one from Julie LaCroix. Make something very Julie. She punches that into slop AI. Okay, we got Studio Ghibli vibes. Sort of maybe a part Sailor Moon, part Gem and the Gemstars intro here. This is incredible. God, definitely Miyazaki vibes for this one.
Getting an educational book as a Christmas present.
Can't tell if she's
There's not.
crying because she hates it or tears of unbridled joy.
Maybe.
Okay, we got The Rock and we got WWE wrestling.
Yeah.
Star Wars. Card Captor Sakura. Rayman.
They're doing really good.
Uh-oh. She discovered Rule 34 on the internet.
Some Matrix there.
Matrix, yeah.
I think that was an angry video game nerd.
Alright.
Command and Conquer there.
Going into the one place untouched by capitalism. Spice. Starship Troopers. Maybe a bit of Halo there. Or Gears of War, maybe.
Yeah. We had, earlier we had some, yeah. It all passed by so fast I can't say again. This is Mass Effect.
Had Foco and Sartre on the desk.
Reach. Wow, I've had moments like that. Don't ever go that deep.
Nice car. She became a ship girl. She became a boat woman. I'm playing a bit of Guitar Hero.
Some Overwatch. Speed Racer.
Marka, go, go.
I am not good at rhythm games.
That's alright, neither am I.
Some John Wick.
Yeah. That's a yummy looking burger. Oh, no need to eat it with a fork, girl. Just use your hands. Life giving her lemons. There goes Skybrows.
Yes. Some
Tanya the Evil.
I need to watch that.
It's
I've been
good.
told I would like it. There's our Otna who we saw earlier.
Yes.
That was cool. And Joe. Stanky.
Truckun.
There's a few people I don't know. I've got to learn. Blue and Hyde. So again,
That was good.
Julie is one of my is a great creator, has very good quality, and as weird as it sounds, I think that might be one of her weaker quality videos, and it's still good.
Yeah, no, if that's one on the low end, that's still brilliant.
The one
Listen.
video I will say that she had poor graphics with unfortunately it's not her fault. Grok at one point Grok had the most horrendous for like a whole month and was doing horrible on video generation. And nobody could get past it, figure out what was wrong, and finally Grok patched it up, but any kind of movement was just a blurred mess, and it was unfortunate. But thankfully they fixed it. But I personally think her Cleopatra art is one of my favorite songs of her, where she talks about how modern art has really gone downhill, and how classic art is so much better than what modern art is today, and even AI art is better than what modern art is today.
Oh yes, Paul Joseph Watson called it years ago that modern art is shit. Oh, Lupus, thank you for sending the Rage Kit, the Rage Quit, the 500 kicks. Thank you. Burger with a fork and knife, amazing work of art, permanently ruined. Done. Rokai writing, who eats a burger with a fork and a knife? Lupus also writing that offended. Well, you'll have to give her some grace. She is French after all.
Yes.
And Dark Phoenix writing, sometimes I do. It matters if I want to wear half the burger in my beard. Well, that's just easy takeaway for your leftovers. Ah, yes, modern art, throwing a banana on a canvas and calling it art.
I think the worst one is literally someone...
Well, that one's just money laundering.
Someone went and bought a urinal at a hardware store and wrote their name on it, and that was considered art. It is considered one of the first modern art pieces, I think in 1916.
That was also probably money laundering. They just said, good thing she's AI because the French aren't real. Talk of which I've returned, I have food. Welcome back, Cliff.
Welcome back, Cliff.
I've only encountered one burger that forced me to use a fork and knife. I think I have too. It's rare, but it does happen. It does happen. Extremely messy burger. Yeah, we're at least going to cut it in half with a knife. Duchamp's work, The Fountain, was a urinal on a stool.
W. Alford.
Got a Jesus chicken meal. Oh, you went to Chick-fil-A? Good man.
I always do the spicy chicken sandwich with buffalo sauce because the spicy chicken sandwich isn't spicy enough.
Your go-to is the spicy chicken sandwich?
At Chick-fil-A?
That's my go-to. We're like chicken sandwich soulmates, you and I.
Yeah.
We're chicken sandwich soulmates, chat.
Are we supposed to do that thing where we like...
I'm deeply moved and touched by this. Are we supposed to do the what now?
Do the thing where we like put our arms to each other and then eat our own burger sandwich. Because
I wish
like
we could do that
now.
with our models. That would be awesome. We may have to do something with AI. You and me locking arms as we toast our chicken sandwiches and eat them together. and we lived happily ever after in chicken sandwich heaven.
Yes.
The end. Actually a fan of Duchamp's Fountain because there was a comment of how stupid and easy modern art was. It was a shitpost.
That was the thing. That fountain was a urinal, right?
And Dark Phoenix, thank you for sending the yacht in the form of, that's 2,000 kicks. For some reason, Social Stream Ninja just wanted to say that was 2 kicks. Social Stream Ninja is shortchanging you, my friend. Naughty, naughty Social Stream. But thank you for the 2,000 kicks. Cows over chicken. Sorry, you have some cash. Even if you get heathens. All right, thank you.
Zero means nothing, so 2002, same thing.
Yeah. It's us. We're the heathens with our spicy chicken sandwiches. All right. Let's see. I think you've got some. Did you have another one there? No, that was it. That was the other one.
Yeah, I was
Julian
done with
Stark.
that. I figure we go ahead and watch some of your stuff, so my chat can see your channel.
Oh yes. Well, we do have this one here. This one left from Senzu. This is called Namira, Searcher of Harmonies. Discover Your Music Radio Special Twitch 100th stream opening.
Oh, right. This is a person I do not know anything about, so... It's new to me.
All right. Let's take a look at this. We're off to a good start. This little bunny fairies.
Ooh, I like the crystal deer.
Crystal stag. Captions appear to be in Cyrillic. Don't know why.
Interesting. I'll be honest, that would terrify me.
Yeah, maybe a bit. Taking a little bit of inspo from Fantasia 2000 there. If anyone remembers the Pines of Rome segment with the fine whales.
Ah, yes. So it's towards the beginning of the Fantasia firmware.
Yes.
Like
second
the third song
movement
or
in
something.
Fantasia 2000, yeah. Right after Beethoven's Fifth.
It'd be so interesting if we actually had magic.
It would be. Could do so many great things with it, yet also could be a doomsday power.
Do you think it'd be like in the TV show My Hero Academia where the government would limit who could use their powers? Or do you think it'd be
Probably.
more
No,
America?
it's the government. They'd try anyway. Depends on the system, because magic would be nice, but if it's anything like Pathfinder, Ufaroni. Fair point. Oh, Harold, thank you for the stretch and the hydrate redeem. Welcome in. And Keylips, thank you for checking in over on Kick.
I would go ahead
GMs to you.
take advantage of that hydrate and actually do get some water.
Absolutely. The Lord's Chicken Chick-fil-A has a spicy sandwich that is amazing. Yes, that I did not know it, but that is both mine and Ovted's go-to. Anytime we're at the Chic Fillet place. Have you seen the Pokemon videos that are like animal documentaries? I have not. Rokai, I think you're over in the Casa Rexworth Discord. If you would, post those in stream suggestions.
Those are fun. I have watched those a few times. They look like realistic documentary videos of a Pokemon did exist.
Love those vids. Most of them got taken down because Nintendo sucks. They do.
I think one thing a lot of people forget is that these videos like this help keep people interested into their product.
Yes.
Oh, I remember, and Nintendo did the same thing with Super Mario Maker, where they started all these streamers who were streaming these super hard Super Mario Maker levels. They started copyright striking them and taking the videos down. So unless if they want to do it for free, the videos were being taken down. And when they started doing that, the interest in their game just started plummeting. And it's like, that's the thing. They're free advertisement. You're banning your own ads.
It's free real estate, and they're just like, nope, we're good. If we can't have complete and total absolute control over it all, then we will bankrupt and enslave you and your entire family line for a million generations.
Sorry, Dark Phoenix, I didn't see that go off. Thank you for the 500 gigs. I appreciate it.
Fan content is used for limiting it will do nothing for the IP. If anything, it sometimes is the only way an IP can survive. And in some ways, I think when you know you've really got trouble when the fan content looks better and is more interesting than the actual official IP content. And then the studio has to try and feels compelled to take legal action and order it be taken down because it's just too good, rather than, oh, I don't know, just write everyone involved in that a really big check and say, yeah, that thing you made, yeah, we're buying it from you, it's ours now, thank you. You know, sort of like what Sega did with Christian Whitehead. Originally, he created a modern adaptation or updating for emulators and for mobile devices of Sonic CD. That was a fan project that he did originally. And Sega said, this is so good, we are going to pay you to make this an official product. And that's exactly what happened. And it started this multi-year relationship to the point where eventually Christian Whitehead got to play a part in making a brand new Sonic game, Sonic Mania.
You know, there was a case a while back ago, I think it might have been with Skyrim, where one studio tried saying that mods, since it uses their hardware or their software, that they own the mods. And they were trying to claim that they had rights over the mods, over their mod creators. And I remember that went to court.
Work.
Oh, absolutely. But if that actually went through, thankfully it got shot down in court, but if that went through, that'd be things like Dota 2, League of Legends, and would just be completely wiped off. And I don't see anyone would be wanting to be a mod maker at that point, because say you're saying, hey, I'm going to make something and someone else is going to take it and claim it as theirs.
Yeah, completely disincentivizes it all.
But then they could, at that point, they could also tell you to take it down, too.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines fans kept that game alive through unofficial patches and mods, for example.
Yeah, I think I've heard some games that actually got to the point where they were unplayable, and fan practices made it the only way you could play games.
Yes, I know. I think one of the earliest iterations of fans stepping in to keep a game alive, at least one to my knowledge anyway, Phantasy Star Online for the Dreamcast. And those fans went hard because they created their own servers that you could play on. And I think you had to ultimately modify the game somehow, but they managed to make it work. And yeah, people kept playing Phantasy Star Online long after the Dreamcast and everything around it got discontinued. I, for one, would love to see League of Legends wiped off the map. All those filthy League players.
Speaking of League, I don't think League itself is bad. I just think the way the game model works, it forces people to be toxic and like, because you're forced to take 30 or 40 minutes with a person, and if you only have like an hour or two a day, play that means you only get 1 or 2 1 or 2 games in, and if you get stuck with a bad teammate, then you lost your one chance of having a chance of winning a game because you're stuck with them for 30 or 40 minutes. So it's kind of the way the game is set up. It kind of forces people to be toxic because of how long the rounds are invested compared to like Call of Duty or something like that, which Call of Duty fans were toxic as well. But I mean, if you don't like the people, you can just leave and join another game. Oh, absolutely. Definitely could be longer than that. I just feel that's a general time frame.
Yeah. Right. So, speaking of old things, nostalgia, things on the internet, games on the internet, all the things that are on the internet, this is one I've been wanting to get to for quite some time, from Onion Boots. Title of this one is called A Web Revival. The internet didn't die, you're just not on it. This one looked interesting. Let's give it a go. 3, 2, 1.
Facebook, Instagram, Threads, X, TikTok, are these really the future of the internet? Platforms that
No.
are designed to keep you hooked on constant stimulation, to segregate you
Walled
into whichever
gardens.
echo chamber the algorithm decided your demographic was most likely to keep watching, aiming to keep your attention within the confines of their platforms for as long as possible so that they can serve you as many ads as possible. Have you ever caught yourself scrolling and realized you're not even enjoying your time? The reels you're watching aren't even interesting, and yet you can't
I believe they have another word for that. It's called doom scrolling. Dragon Realm, that's an old mud game on the internet. Imagine not using Kick, right?
seem to stop. When we scroll endlessly, are we really exploring the World Wide Web, or are we being herded like cattle into digital cages? I grew up in the 90s and early 2000s, and I can tell you that the internet used to be a place of self-expression and exploration, with fewer borders, fewer walled gardens. When I was around 10 years old, I spent my time on the computer.
So much of a lack of walled gardens back then. It was truly the Wild West.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
And the big corpos, the tech bro types, they have been fighting to put that genie back in the bottle ever since. Used to be you could post whole comedy specials on YouTube, yes.
Well, man.
The best of times, yes.
Those of you who know who Donald Glover is, he used to be a YouTuber, YouTube comedian.
I bet he doesn't still post on YouTube anymore, does he?
Oh, no, he's a Hollywood actor now.
Oh. Well, there you have it. I guess there's hope for people yet.
If you've seen the movie with Matt Damon, The Martian, Donald Glover's the guy who created the formula to tell people, hey, don't watch a new mission to save them, just reorbit the planet. He was that guy, the astrophysicist.
I have not seen The Martian.
He used to do, he started off doing comedy sketches on YouTube. Derek Comedy is the YouTube channel back then.
Oh, alright. Been on the internet since the early 90s. It peaked around 2006. Yeah, so much of the world sort of peaked around 2006, and then it was just sort of all downhill from there. So he went downhill. Hollywood stepped down in quality. I suppose a case could be made for that. Yeah, Hollywood got their talents sunk into him.
Making my own websites on Xpage, GeoCities, and learning HTML on Funky Chickens to customize my Neopets profile. I grew up when direct messaging was done through AIM and MSN Messenger. And
Man, who remembers AIM? AOL Instant Messenger.
Oh my gosh, ASL.
That was the way we kept in touch with people.
And it was so good
all over the country, all around the world.
The kind of the first friends list we ever had.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. AIM was the GOAT, relic from ages past. Lady Lilith, Mother of Dark. Thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Thank you. Yes, truly a relic from ages past. I'm trying to remember. It was only, I think, like, what, late 2010s when they finally stopped all support and discontinued all usage of AOL Instant Messenger, I think.
I think for online connectivity they did, but I think it was still, you could literally go to the website and use it as a collection of, like, here's my email, here's my news kind of deal. Essentially like a little operating system for all your go-to links.
Huh. Interesting. Also makes me wonder what happened to ICQ. Anybody remember ICQ?
Oh, ICQ, yes. And, like, see, we're going way back. Why not mention Ventrilo and, what was Roger Wilco?
I only remember Roger Wilco because of the video game Space Quest. Barely knew anyone who used ICQ. I think it was more of a Eurobros thing. It might have been more of a Eurobros thing.
It was too advanced for me.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it was too advanced for me. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, no, you had to have some advanced skills to use ICQ sometimes. It was but yeah. Man, we're digging in some deep cuts here. And Dark Phoenix, thank you for the gifted sub over on Kick to Key Limps. And Gurjot Azad, thank you for checking in over on Kick. We were just watching one of your videos earlier. Welcome in.
Bale the monster.
Ever having some crazy microtransaction shop or leaking sensitive user data. What I can tell you though is that the internet was a different place back then. It was slower paced, it was personal, it was creative, and it was social, even without social media. We didn't have to deal with these giant conglomerate platforms that we had to sign up for just to stay connected with our friends. Instead, people just made their own websites and they linked to one another. The social internet felt more friends. Instead, people just
I love that right there. All that vaporwavy goodness with Sakura Dreams. That is sakuradreams.neocities.org. I guess a newfangled version of GeoCities. I like that.
That is the way the web used to look.
Yes. Yes, this is old web 1.0 that we're looking at right here, chat. Back before the cool thing to do was to have a face space sort of my book page, or be on the twaddle.
And everybody knew how to HTML code back then.
Yes. People knew how to code back in those days, at least a little bit. Not the Furbies. Not just any Furbies. Furby 2. The sequel. It's Furby 2, Electric Boogaloo. JC, welcome in. Thank you for checking in over on Rumble. Have you heard of Camtape? I have not, sure. I don't know what that is.
And they linked to one another. The social internet felt more intentional. And people, not platforms, owned the internet. Standards and user expectations were different back then. And even when MySpace arrived on the scene, we were still...
Standards? Where we were going, we didn't need no stinking standards. Oh yeah, this is highly customized MySpace here. What we're looking at.
They had the top friends, and whoever, if your best friend was of number one, or if you had two best friends, there was gonna be fights.
Yeah. There would be beef. They'd be beefing.
So MySpace Town was always my best friend.
MySpace Town, alright. We make our own standards, right? Like when they had star ratings instead of like buttons. Yes. Those were the good old days. Basically old YouTube before Google, like old. Oh, I see, alright. Going to sleep, got you on in the background, almost 4 a.m. Have a good rest. Have a good rest. Sleep well. We'll try to keep it down. No promises, though.
That's the thing, we learned how HTML code, so it's like...
What is that profile picture? No idea. YouTube used to have a 5-star rating
Yeah,
system.
we would.
Yes, and then all of the people who were
We
editing
would definitely
the official
copy people's
establishment
code and be
lines
like, all right, I need to change this
kept getting the
section, and you
ratio
start
to hell
learning
and back.
of how it was
And so they took
organizing.
all
start
of that
learning how-
away.
From, like, for example, this is body, this is title, this is headers,
It
and
was
all that
originally
stuff.
made to be a dating site, full animated backgrounds too. Interesting.
Oh, and all the pirated music.
Yes. Yes, lots of pirated music going about. MySpace. If you didn't have Napster or LimeWire, you were not with it. Same reason they got rid of the thumbs down, or at least they stopped tracking how many thumbs down. They switched to a like-dislike system in line with popular social media at the time, thumbs up, thumbs down. Ah, LimeWire and Napster. First intro to the digital high seas, lol, yeah. And then later on, the Pirate Bay came out.
Control over the appearance of our profiles. Fast forward 20 years later and everyone seems to be stuck in the confines of the same large apps and platforms, complaining about or just accepting that we're being harvested for our personal data to sell to advertisers. Meanwhile, our
That's true. I mean, they said it themselves, if it's free, you're the product. They're trying to spy on you with all the data, and they're also trying to figure out clever new ways to sell you guy slop and other shitified things just to rip you off.
attention spans are being hacked to keep us on the same few platforms for as long as possible. And they don't even let us decorate the style sheets of our own digital holding cells. Social media platforms and their algorithms seem
Dead internet theory. How true so much of this seems to be these days. Asserts that since around 2016, the internet has consisted primarily of bot activity and automated content manipulated by algorithmic curation. Well, we know that's true because a lot of now legacy news sites even openly admit that the articles they're writing are created by AI. And you can bet, in order to have the illusion of traffic to some of these places, they've long since faded into irrelevancy. They bought the websites in terms of visits and in terms of comments too. An alleged coordinated effort aiming to control the population and reduce genuine human interaction. No, it's all social engineering. They're trying to make people think that they're trying to gaslight them into a certain way. Supporters of the theory claim social bots were deliberately created to manipulate algos and enhance search results to influence consumers. Some proponents also accuse government agencies of using bots to shape public perception and opinions. The accusations have merit. I'm fairly certain we've had leaks and papers and other things that have come out that are basically admitted as such. Seems as though a lot of that has dried up, at least on the domestic front, with the ending of a lot of funding through USAID. Didn't it come out a while back that like 40% of Reddit posts are bots? Yes, I think so. How do we know we're even real? It's like I say, sure, it's like that line from Tropic Thunder. In the end, we're all just dudes playing dudes disguised as other dudes in the simulacrum of life. Reddit is feds. Reddit is feds. And so is 4chan. And probably Kiwi Farms. It is pronounced retards.
to have not only sucked the soul out of the World Wide Web, but soon will be forced into handing over our identities just to participate. What happens to the old internet? Did it really die? Or is life and hope still out there somewhere just a couple clicks away?
There's always hope.
Welcome to my website. Yes,
Oh, absolutely.
my personal website with silly little
On
JavaScript
your
games,
club.
half of which are broken, and a bunch of pixel art that I spent way too much time working on in Photoshop.
half of which is broken. I mean, that's your standard old school website back in the day. Of course, half the shit on there is going to be broken.
Absolutely.
It's not a real website unless you got things broken on it.
Especially in early 2000s or the 90s.
Yeah.
See, maybe you always had at least a third of the page not working. Pictures not loading. Lines overlapping
go
and
to
such.
404 errors.
Oh, yeah.
Half the things are broken. The other half need updates from Macromedia, Flash, MX, LOL.
Shop. Not for profit, but just for fun. Working on this website has been one of my favorite hobbies for the past 3 years. It's kind of a secret. I hardly tell any of my friends about it, and no one in my family knows that it exists. Maybe because I'm a little embarrassed by how childish it looks. But it's my website, and it's under my control, and
It's yours, damn it, and you love it.
Passion and nostalgia for the internet of my childhood. And compared to my time on Facebook, Discord, and Instagram, I have never been more satisfied with my online experience. This is my little corner of the internet, and I am free to do whatever I please with it whenever I want. I even get to write about my personal projects away from the eyes and ears of big tech platforms. But
It's an actual honest to goodness blog. And you can, I mean, the only other program that's out there, the only other service would be Substack, but even that has limitations. But this is your blog, and you can write literally whatever you want. Rediscovering the art of coding as I've made my way into Arch Linux. Good luck with that, sure. You're already far and away, I think, beyond at least myself, though I can't speak for Ovted here. She probably knows what Arch Linux is.
Fortunately, I do not. We work with Windows on everything, on the stuff I work on. I know of Linux, and I just wish more things had compatibility with Linux so I could switch over to it, because I don't like how heavy and overarching Windows is.
Agreed. And to really get into coding, you kind of have to have a pretty good understanding of Linux itself, because so much of that is just built in Linux, which is, I guess, a bit of irony there.
A little fun fact is I do coding.
I had a feeling you did something tech related. You always struck me as incredibly clever lady. So
I a little self-doxing here. I do coding for water and wastewater treatment plants across the country, mainly across the country in the United States. So I make sure the water you get is nice and clean, or the poop water that you send back is clean before it goes back into the rivers. A lot of times the water that we actually send back to the rivers is at a cleaner standard than what we actually send to people. So, interesting fact. But a lot of people still don't trust drinking poop water, so we send it back. So, if there is anything that we can't read that we missed, then nature will take care of it.
Quite right, Gravity. Water treatment is so very important. Much appreciated. Yes, absolutely. And I think there was already a story on the evening news about certain water treatment systems in the United States coming under cyber attacks. So
that's a very big concern. I can tell you all about that here if you want, but what it comes down to is a lot of these places, actually a few years ago, they were pushing to have, the government was pushing to have everybody upgrade their systems to a certain standard. And the issue came down to is, sure, that works for cities, but there's some of these places where they literally have 2 guys who work the whole plant by themselves, and they learn how to do it by the person before them taught them. So to have a cybersecurity division for that is not fair to ask. And what they want for these smaller areas is like a federal agency for these small areas where they can apply to say, hey, you go to all these small towns with less than 20 employees and you do the cybersecurity for them because they can't afford to do their own cybersecurity. They literally have payroll for 2 people.
Wow. Incredible.
So,
does that mean you work with COBOL?
I do not work with COBOL. I work with what's called ladder logic programming. Most of the software I've used is called Studio 5000. And the way ladder logic works is it is a more graphical form of coding where it looks like kind of like electrical schematics, more so. So you literally follow light and follow the path it takes, and so it's like so it gets a block and it'll say, if this, do this, if that, do that, and you just follow the path until it outputs to a relay that tells a pump to run or adjust the speed or etc.
Interesting. Sounds like an interesting UI. It almost sounds like they've made Reboot real. There's another deep cut for your chat, the old TV show Reboot.
But I did learn on Java, C++, and Python.
Good fundamentals there. See, chat? She's a clever one. I've seen ladder logic in advanced HVAC monitoring systems. It looks formidable. I can only imagine.
A lot of people like it because an electrician can a lot of times, with a little bit of thinking, they can figure out what the code is doing without knowing how to code.
The more you know. I think it's about time to work on my book. See you, lords and ladies, lol. Think about it. About I too have been granted that time. Alright, Dark Phoenix. Have a good night. Have a good night.
Interesting in Len
Crown
COBOL.
jewel of the entire site, the center stage of it all, is this humble chat room. Yes, a real live chat room. This chat room is what I
probably like a phone isolation tree band to walk
Old-style
in.
chat
The glory
rooms.
days of old chat sites and web cafes hidden in small, unknown corners of the World Wide Web. A place where web traffic
Good times.
trickles. A place where, if you're lucky enough, you might stumble into a deep conversation with a stranger you'll never see again. Or if you're really lucky, keep running into the same regulars and make new friends. A place where there's no pressure to be anyone else but yourself. A place of serendipity. A place where you can be yourself, be anonymous, and not be forced to sign up for an account. And about a dozen times a day, someone will stop by and say hi in my chat, and I'm always thrilled to see it. So who are these people? Well, they're certainly not the friends and family who I haven't told that the site exists. I don't spread my website in Facebook groups, I don't post it on Discord servers, and yet I get dozens of visitors.
Yeah, you don't want the normies
Where
there.
are all
They'll
these
ruin
people
it.
coming from? Well, my website happens to be just one of thousands upon thousands of personal websites that are online and active right now in 2026. And just like back in the day on the internet of old, we all link to each other. We all visit each other's websites. We're all web surfing the net looking to see what there is to discover. Look right here. I have my own links page and I link to my net neighbors and they link back to me. These people in my chat room are web surfing.
That's
They're
awesome.
on a journey across the internet, and my little chat room is just a short and sweet resting spot to hang out for a moment during their adventure. People come, people go. Sometimes I'm lucky enough to see them return. Many of these visitors have websites of their own, which I visit too. And all of these websites are a part of a larger movement away from big tech platforms, a movement that has been growing momentum since around 2016.
Web revival
a
movement.
which has been coined as the web revival. And right now we're on the
Interesting.
NET, which is essentially a massive network of personal websites that are all owned by individuals like you and me. You can join too, even if you don't have any coding experience. So many passionate people have made setting up and coding your own website easier to understand and begin doing than at any point in the past. And there are thousands of people from all walks of life with all kinds of different interests working on their websites right now. There are so many coding tutorials, example layouts, and pre-made templates you can begin with, and a handful of decent web hosts that will host your website for free. If you're into home servers, you have the additional opportunity and excitement of hosting your own website on your own hardware.
Your first home server, otherwise known as your desktop PC.
How cool is that? But you don't need expensive hardware to create and maintain a website. You can do this with just internet access and any old $20 computer.
Including that, which looks like it's on its last legs, barely held together.
You probably could get a used computer from like a restaurant or something, or a school or something that would be like, yeah, this is too outdated to use, and you could probably honestly get it for like $15.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not going to be doing any sort of live streaming or VTubing off of it, but you can build an old school type website with it.
Oh,
The
yeah.
site doesn't work on mobile. It only loads 1/3 vertical of the page. I love it.
Oh, those are the old days. Careful now, old days. You load the website, you just killed your cell phone bill.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, because
Back when it's
data was
paid
quite
per data.
expensive. I remember those days well, especially when we still had things called Blackberries. Yeah, found that out the hard way when I got my bill for my BlackBerry, and I was just like, I am never loading a website on this device ever again. Setting up a home server of my own. It's a used one I got from a neighbor whose office was getting rid of it. Yeah, if places are trying to offload or they're going to throw out that sort of tech, yeah, grab it. Grab it, make use of it. That's what my family did for years with our computers, and yeah, saved us a whole lot of money.
If
Maybe
nothing
we didn't
else,
have any money.
data storage. If nothing else.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Buddy Melon has a tutorial on his own forum about using old MacBooks as website making machines. One cool thing is that you don't even need to give away your identity just to
Melonland.
make one. All you need is a valid email address to sign up for a web host like NeoCities or NicoWeb. And the best part of all of this is that every detail about your website is under your control. This is your platform. You make the rules for your website, and you can take as long as you want to make it.
You can literally build your own platforms. Chat, you can just do things. I love this. I love this.
My website isn't even close to being finished. It's been a work in progress for over 3 years now. But then again, I don't know if anyone ever really finishes their personal site anyway, or if they even need to. Personal sites seem to evolve continuously over time. They grow as you grow. They grow with you, and you can change them and transform them to be anything you want whenever you want. Heck, you can even have a dozen websites if you'd like. Alright, story time. How did I even find out about this? Because I didn't even know this was going on until December of 2022.
I love this background here. I love this background so much. With this brick cell phone. I love this so much.
It brings so much nostalgia back.
Yes. Back in the days when you had to be a person of considerable means to afford a simple dumb phone like this that was absolutely massive, and you had a specialty carrying case for it and everything. Reminds me, can't wait to see what the slime is cooking. Her orbit has made it very clear she has big plans, indeed.
And like I said, this has been ramping up since at least 2016. Once upon a time there was, or well, there still is, a website called lowtechmagazine.com. Just a heads up, because this website is solar powered, it goes offline sometimes. How?
A solar powered website? How on earth does that even work?
I mean, especially if it's doing just text, it doesn't need heavy processing power. I would imagine
so, yeah.
you could possibly, it possibly could get enough energy to keep it up and running.
Maybe. I mean, it looks simple enough. You know, text and simple JPEG images.
Thank you, Gravity
That
Hurts.
sort of thing.
Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it.
A solar-powered website. Was just about to ask how, yeah.
charming is that? What is lowtechmagazine.com? As you can imagine, it's an online magazine with articles about using old technology and low-tech solutions in the modern age, and it's actually really interesting and kind of an inspiring website to browse through. I know I'm not the only one who feels this way, because once upon a time...
This seems like the sort of content you would see on sort of mid to late 90s, early doomsday prepper type things that would also, you know, talk about conspiracy theories involving the Illuminati and Majestic 12 and Bohemian Grove, that sort of thing.
There is also a...
Well, I will say one thing is, one thing about like doomsday preppers is, if nothing else, like it's good in case of a natural emergency happens. Like for example, when Texas lost power for like a month, where they had off and on power,
yes.
I bet doomsday preppers were in a good spot right then, because they had the backup food, the backup power, and everything. So, if nothing else, when things go south, it can be really good. Same with like, let's say I'm gonna use Hurricane Katrina. If your home was affected by the waters, but still the supplies were non-existent for a while, you had that backup supply. So there's more. There can be useful in being a prepper. So.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah, we joke about it, but no, they've kind of got the right idea. Other than that, it seems like you can have free reign. You really can with something like this. Now, are you going to get a lot of traffic towards your websites? No. The things like Google, YouTube, social media, they are the internet. For the most part, or for an overwhelming part of it. But this, yeah, you get the setup just right. Your own website to host. And yeah, it's your own little corner of the internet. It's just like the old days.
Low-Tech Web Ring, a fan-made web ring inspired by Low-Tech magazine. I must have spent like a dozen hours on this page alone, just because every time you click one of these links, not only is there a potential treasure trove of interesting information, but each website links to like 30 other websites, and then those all look interesting. So
just
then
go down the rabbit hole.
This rabbit hole where you're opening 15 new...
When's the last time any of us did something like this just on the internet? Just go down the rabbit hole.
Remember that star screensaver back in Windows?
Oh yes, yeah. The flying stars, almost like you're at warp speed or something. I missed that. How do I recreate Discord on a wiki? Time to learn.
Tabs every time you move to another website down the list. Each link is like a portal, so be warned. Don't be like me. Don't open 50 tabs. Take your sweet time. Savor this journey. Of course, I was so thirsty for this kind of content that I didn't want to miss it.
Don't be like me and open 50 tabs. I resemble that remark. I resemble that remark. We don't talk about my tabs in my windows. But I still maintain, at least I'm not as bad as the Foxu. It's me, I'm the remark, Lamau.
Drop of it. And so I tried to visit every website that I stumbled upon, and it was like trying to drink from a fire hydrant. I didn't mean any harm, I just didn't want to miss any of it, because there are just so many unique, fascinating, and beautiful websites out there, made by people like you and me. This is the intentional internet. It felt like I had found a side of the net that I hadn't seen in decades, a part of the internet that I thought was gone for good. And as
the stuff we really missed, back when it truly was the dawn of the information age, and you could find stuff, and you could find a lot of interesting things. It's not yours per se, but you can host your own Sharkord server rather easily. That's what I'll be doing. Okay, interesting little top tip there from our Gravity Hertz. Well done.
Made my way down this list, eventually I reached the website of Melon King, and this was the website that really brought me back in time, capturing the essence of my childhood experience.
You are now entering the information superhighway. Man, that's some old terminology. There's some old terminology there.
It's on the internet during the early 2000s. Melon is an artist, truly an artist, and the experience he created with his website is more than just an artwork. He's cultivated a community via his own retro web forum. It was on...
And who remembers these old forums too? Who remembers these?
I remember looking at way back when, looking at Wild Strategies on a forum like that.
God. You could get lost for hours in something like this. Oh my, those take me back a bit, right? Like looking into the Wayback Machine, yeah.
On his website that I learned about the web revival and how so many websites just like these were popping up every day online. His platform and his creations are what finally sold
Melon's
me on joining
Manifesto.
this movement. It's when I decided...
Technology has always been the gateway to the unknown frontier. Digital space is not a tool or a medium. It is the invisible unreality waiting to be found. Sounds like song lyrics. In the misty days, sometime around the millennium, I had the notion I would like to make my own website. However, being 6 years old, not knowing much about anything, that idea would take 16 years and a degree in computer science to be realized. My work is heavily inspired by the myth of early technology, 80s CGI and the 90s web, a messy, inexplicable place full of unknown possibilities and innocent ideals. Yeah, that was 90s internet, and even internet in the 2000s. A folk revival of the web is still out of sight, but very much in reach. I see it as an antidote to the miasma the internet has become today, but at least a promise that tomorrow can be better. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. All creation is defiance. What came before was created. You must defy it to make something new, and then you must defy yourself to make something new again. I don't think I've ever heard anything put so originally.
It's interesting, yeah.
Yeah, that's like genuine original thought. I don't think you'd ever hear that from anyone yapping on the social media platforms that we know of today.
Absolutely.
New does not always mean better. Sometimes old things remind us there was a different path, and there still can be again. There is a benefit to nostalgia.
I think that's one thing that's actually very common in all aspects of things, is sometimes we look at what the ideal way of doing a certain specific problem or task, and then we assume that that's the solution for every iteration. And there's many times when different methods are better for different variations rather than this super finite style or task that we try to do. So what ends up happening is the other alternatives get lost, and this is the example of new doesn't always mean better. Many times, sometimes the older way is better for doing what it does over the new ways.
Absolutely. You must not stay still, even if that means you will lose your way for a while. However, you must find your own path. Trends don't survive. This is deep stuff. This is deep stuff. HTML has no time. It lasts forever. In 2,000 years, somewhere on some crystal hard drive, there will be a copy of melanking.net, and some bored archaeologist will explore it again. I make the site for that archaeologist. Hello.
And there is a lot of truth to that, because a lot of current websites, the way they work, and actually, there's a good video on this, is that what has ended up happening is we have developed a dependency was made off of one software, and then that dependency was linked to another software. And what happens, we have such a web of dependencies that there is literally one dependency that if it goes offline, the whole internet will pretty much shut off. But as they mentioned with the archaeology here, is they can work independent. It doesn't need dependencies to work. And that's one of the great things about this.
The world tries to make things serious, but nothing is serious. You started with nothing and will end with nothing. So don't take yourself and everything else too seriously. Perfection is a flaw, consistency is a limitation, and professionalism is a disaster. Everything should be an adventure, and adventures start where the cracks in normality begin. That's pretty real. That is some real talk there. Especially the whole thing about professionalism. We're all told we've got to be professionals in some aspect of our lives. Just feels so stifling. Just feels like you're having to put on an unnecessary mask. And you just can't be you.
Yes.
I love that, adore that even. Yeah, this is some good stuff. Dude is single-handedly recoding. I'm 14. This is... I hope you're... That's got the vibe that makes me think of the quote, "The world isn't ending in our lifetimes. None of us are that important or interesting." True. This is deep stuff. Judge from red versus blue. A degree of professionalism goes a long way, but many people overdo it. They do. They really do.
There's a time and place for it, but when it starts stifling open discussion, that's when it starts really having a bad spot. For example, I'll just use this as an example of trying to be professional when trying to offer criticism. When doing so, it really sometimes the original intent of the message doesn't get across, and the whole goal is to get the message across. But on the same side, so you might want to say, for example, when having a group of things, there is a level of professionalism to try to keep things moving and going. So that way, as a group, you don't become stifled. So there is a time and place, but very often, as was mentioned, professionalism is overused to the point it's a detriment.
Yes. Quite right. You'll never live in a utopia, but you can glance into one. Economies are based on scarcity, the number of things you own or provide, and the things you can gain from others. However, digital space is no scarcity. It's impossible to make a digital asset scarce. On the web, everything is unlimited. On the web, we all own infinite worlds. We're all kings and queens. It's an economy of creativity. The only limits are time and imagination. Social media networks and crypto people try to take that away from you, because the best way they can make money is to put limits on infinity. They squash you into their format like a sardine in a can. It doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't. It really doesn't. That sort of forced artificial scarcity.
And, I'd like to talk about something after this video if you don't mind. So, I'll bring up a video. So.
Yeah, sure.
I was going to make a website of my own. So on January 1st, 2023, I signed up for an account with a static site host known as NeoCities, and I built myself a basic template, found a little chat box service that I could add to my site, and thus my chat room was born. Anyway, I have learned so much since then, and the stuff I've discovered thanks to these online communities has led me into so many new hobbies. It's really been an enriching experience. It got me into 3D printing, it got me into microcontrollers, it got me into refurbishing old ThinkPads, and that means, dear viewer, that yes, I may have never even began this channel if I never learned about the indie web. And of course, what ultimately keeps me coming back from war is the community,
PFP.
the people
I
that
can't.
I've met, the conversations that I've had, the friends that I've made. The social experience of the old web is what I have been missing for so long. Yes, the pace is a little slower here. If Discord or Instagram are like New York City, the indie web is like the countryside, dotted with small towns and villages. Chat room activity can trickle, but like I mentioned earlier,
Yeah, this is small town internet.
And this is the way the music also used to be, with the bit version of a song.
Oh yeah, the old MIDI players.
Because I recognize the song. It's a rock song. Say it ain't so.
Yeah, Gravity Hurts pointing out, background music is a Say It Ain't So cover by Weezer.
Yeah. And they're so fun to load your website, that's what you heard.
Also, Ovted karaoke stream when?
I can't sing to save my life, but I will do one maybe one day.
I don't know. You weren't doing so bad before I rudely interrupted you. Sorry about that. Much more my speed. This is rural internet. Yes. I'll bet you could go back to something like 56k dial-up, and all of this would work just fine.
things feel more intentional, more deliberate. The indie web is a place to connect, a place to create, a place to learn new things, a place to share information, a place to write about anything you want to write about, to make anything that you want to make. And if you're watching this, come say hi, not just on my website, but visit Kurai OS and read her blog. Visit iSmile's Internet History Museum. Visit Kali's tea room and wish her well. Read some silly goose facts. Check out the art of truly talented pixel artists. Browse retro hardware.
That was good.
Yes.
Leave some messages on some random websites. Listen to a public indie music stream that's only up once a week. Sign a random guest book or two. The
Man,
point
that is
you
hipster.
don't even necessarily need to make a website to be part of the indie web. Just come join us and help make it special. I grew up making websites. It's actually how I met one of my best friends in 2002. We still talk almost
Virtual
every day,
town.
nearly 25 years later.
Wayback
Right now,
Machine
he's
is really
working on
fun
his
to look
first
at old
multiplayer
websites.
browser game called
Yes,
Heartland, which you can play
absolutely.
for free in your browser. Just go to this website and sign up for an account. It's a creative sandbox game where the entire world is made up of blocks that are
Let's see. Let me move us out of the way here. We'll hide behind chat here, but there you go, chat. Heartlands.neocities.org. Heartlands.neocities.org. Play a web-based version. Almost looks like Terraria.
drawn by players. It's really chill. It's an active development. My friend's been working on this.
Don't
almost
play as
every
the
day
Sonichu.
for like over a year now. So make sure you go play, leave some feedback. He'll be glad that you did. As for making websites just for fun, this is something I
Don't wanna
stopped
go
doing
back
for
to
a long
work.
time, and it's great to be back at it. And if you think you want to make your own website, there is this huge list of helpful resources on a single page compiled by the 32-bit cafe community. It has links for anything you can imagine when it comes to building and running a website on the indie web. I'm going to put this link in the description of this video so that you can access it easily. As far as free hosting goes, I recommend using NeoCities. If you have a recommendation, just throw it in the comments below. Oh, and this is kind of random, but if you're quitting Discord, you can use Discord Chat Exporter to archive any chats that you want to save, and then you can use Discrub to easily delete all of your messages. It takes a
And
People
by the way,
tried doing that recently. It did not work.
I do recommend Discrub for anyone who hosts a server. It can be really good for if you need to remove something. So, like if you suspect that you might have a bad actor or something, you can go ahead and quickly remove all the messages and all that stuff.
Oh, yes. No, the tool itself, Discrub, yeah, absolutely. But moving to anything other than Discord, there a couple of contacts of mine tried doing that, and they're just like, yeah, we can't find anything else out there that's as good or better, so we'll stay here for now, but we're not happy about it.
Yeah.
bit of time. It's like 3 seconds per message, but it's automated and it works inside of Brave, so I just kept it running for a few days in the background. It got rid of over 100,000 messages of mine. Who knows how data storage truly works over at Discord, but any potential avenue.
So make it yourself? Yeah, sure, Tigal. I'll just go over to the make shop and just, you know, make myself a brand new Discord alternative, you know? Be back in a jiffy, just like Dad going out to get the milk.
The thing is Discord is such a powerful tool. So it's, even though we may not like the policies, there's nothing that comes close to it, really. The next best thing, honestly, would be like something like Microsoft Teams or Zoom, which is still so far behind when it comes to that stuff. So, Discord is definitely king by far in that department. The alternative, again, you could try maybe older stuff, but the older stuff is not nowhere close either. You'd lose things such as the JFC easy image postings and sharing and such. It would honestly be probably like a website form with a chat option inside of it, a voice chatting.
What we've been seeing here is about the closest thing that you could get to if you wanted a real viable alternative. And let's just be totally real. Most people are lazy and they're not gonna follow you over to some sort of alternative platform. Most people are just that lazy.
But it does bring up the option where, hey, someone might see that there is a possible market and they might start developing it, but it won't be a fast thing.
Yeah. Oil Lupus, it's me, I'm that lazy. Yeah.
for removing your
At least
data
you own
off
it.
of their servers is worth a shot. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. I hope I was able to open a door for you to discover something fresh, new, and exciting for you today. And if you decide to start your own indie web adventure, I wish you all the best on your journey. If you happen to have an old ThinkPad, that is the perfect website making tool. And if you're watching this video on that old ThinkPad, you have internet access, you have links to all the resources and free web hosts. You've got everything you need to get started, so have fun. Get excited, get started, take care.
Oh, it was fun. That was a fun video and very useful too. I'm actually going to subscribe to Onion Boots. That's really good, really helpful content. So yeah, let's drop that into the chat for everyone. And I think
There's on YouTube, click.
It is getting a bit late for you, Ovted.
If you want, I have time to do that one video I sent you. I thought you might appreciate it. Do you know about full dive technology?
I'm guessing this means something that's like virtual reality, but even more immersive, to where it can eventually fool you into thinking it's the real thing, something like that.
Yeah, think of instead of just wearing a headset, instead your mind actually reads the technology like a dream almost. That's essentially the idea behind full dive. And it's one thing that people have been trying to push the idea of reaching towards as a futuristic technology concept. It was showcased in in the TV show Sword Art Online. That is essentially full dive. But a video talks about how it's such a neat idea of a technology, but it can also be a very scary technology. And
I can imagine, yeah.
And that's what the video that I sent you was about. And I really like this guy's videos. And I know you guys, there's some haters out there, but he used to do League of Legends videos.
Well, I suppose we all have to pivot eventually. I've used Discord since it was a few months old, beginning to hate it with the continual paywalling of features and creeping invasion of privacy. Yes, it is, it's getting enshittified, like so many other things out there. Definitely getting enshittified. Needs to stop. Why do you think I have Adobe? Because I love it? Not anymore, but I know it. And the free shit sucks. Good example. Get rid of Adobe, though. I'd say there's pretty good alternatives out there. They're getting better all the time. Even Sword Art Online showed it being dangerous, yes.
But I do see the possibility of things like it. So imagine, for example, of like a school, instead of doing a science experiment with chemicals accidentally making mustard gas, we could do it in a virtual reality.
Yeah.
Hey, let me do engineering. I don't have to worry about making a mistake and tearing a building down. I'm doing in VR. And so instead of waiting for the workers to do it, I go in and does it in 1,000 times speed and such. So the possibilities and the advancements of what it could do is awesome. But then you also have the entertainment aspect of like, hey, you could be a sports car and race, you could live in a mansion. You could do all these amazing things, be a superhero. But then that's what this video goes into. If you could be a superhero in a virtual reality place, live in a mansion, drive sports cars, and live in your own utopia, what would that do when you came out of that world?
So, sort of like Second Life, a VR chat, but with far better graphics.
Yeah, better graphics, and because it's going through your mind, it's not just graphics you feel, you smell, you touch.
Full tactile immersion. One day we'll have full dive tech, but what game, I wonder, will be the first foray into it? First foray that makes it really good, I'll bet you anything it'll be directed by Hideo Kojima.
Yeah, leaving a full dive VR would end up being the real world would appear as because the utopia would be that VR world. And that's a concern with people with the level of addiction and dependency on something like that could literally probably collapse a society. is the guys.
That is possible.
And that's what the video talks about. And I'm curious on your views on it.
Elden Ring, but with more anime waifus. Alright, let's check this out. Full Dive VR is a terrifying idea by SylvXS. Here it is.
And just so you know, he does also have a video showing the excitement for it.
You're showing what now?
Showing his excitement for Full Dive VR. Not just, so he has a negative one and a pro. A con and pro video.
I see. You'll have to do a compilation eventually. Let's take a look at this one.
Let me present you with this scenario. After a long day at school, you finally get home. As with any other day, you get your homework or chores out of the way so that you can go about your business unbothered. Once you're finished with that, you get a text from your best friend. A single sentence. But he doesn't mean a house or a restaurant.
Where are we meeting?
He's talking about something else entirely.
In the
A world
wild.
So close, yet so far from our own. A virtual one.
My time is now.
You want to have a device that you can basically put in your head and feel and look totally normal, but it solves some important problem in your brain or spine.
If you have an idea that you genuinely think is good, don't let some idiot talk you out of it.
Sage advice.
This video is sponsored by my Patreon. My patrons are the ones who make these consistent videos possible. Showing them my videos early allows me to gauge audience reaction and fix any issues with the final product. They are the true MVPs. So, this is their much deserved verbal shout out. Thank you, patrons. If you'd like to become one, click the Patreon link in the description. And don't forget to join the Discord. Now with that said, enjoy the video.
I love his use of that font.
Bad.
Fully immersive, virtual reality. The idea that you could throw on a headset and explore a virtual world built by us. You could escape this reality and join a new one. You could be whoever you want to be and do whatever you want to do. It's something I'm so incredibly fascinated with, because when I think virtual reality, I don't think of some far-off concept only explored in science fiction. I think of potential to unravel the entire world. Let me explain. I can't be the only one who's ever wondered what it would be like to explore different worlds from our favorite media, our favorite anime, movies, video games. The list goes on. To not experience them through a screen, but rather in person. I can't even begin to imagine the implications this would have for our society. We've seen the behemoth that entertainment and pop culture has become. Without a screen holding us back, our levels of enjoyment would be unparalleled. Instead, they would become immersed in our lives in ways you've never seen before. But you can't talk about full dive virtual reality without mentioning Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online is a series set in 2022. It depicts full dive VR as perfected. You're able to fully experience virtual worlds as if they're as real as our own. Be as adventurous as you want and live out your dreams to the absolute fullest. When I first watched Sword Art Online, I found myself utterly infatuated with it. I spent hours considering the different possibilities, where I would go, who I would see. I wondered how on earth it wasn't already in production. When could I experience this for myself? But after doing some research, I learned it's not as simple as I thought. Yeah, I know. Shocking, right? The brain is incredibly complex and would require an unknown number of years to be fully studied. As a result, full dive VR needs time and passion to even begin to be developed.
That's true. We still don't quite know all of the complexities and how a human brain works. We're still figuring all that out. I'm sure we'll get there eventually, but...
Yeah, there is, though, we do have things that are starting to happen, like, for example, Neuralink, where they are starting to implement chips into the brain, where they're starting to learn more and more about how the brain works, and not just Elon Musk, but China's doing the same thing. So there's multiple avenues that are looking at the research into this. So we are starting to tap into that technology of learning how the brain works a lot more than what we did before. And one of the things that I noticed is, and it could be kind of scary at first, I think, is lately there's been AIs that have been solving complex issues that have been unsolved for years. And so from things like DNA sequencing and such. And so I think with AI getting more advanced, it's going to be able to take this information and actually study the brain more than what we could. But we have to be very careful to put safeguard in place and not fully trust the AI, but verify what the AI is telling us, because as anyone who works with AI knows, is AI will at times guess what it doesn't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It can make things up. It can hallucinate. Does so frequently. More so than I think the companies that make the AI are willing to admit. What level of virtual reality is this? Wake up. We're getting there regarding rewiring vision. Yes, we are. It's really just a matter of time before bionic eyes become quite ubiquitous.
Also, hello, Enoch.
The tech that we thought was fantastical with Geordie LaForge's visor, and then eventually optical implants in Star Trek The Next Generation. It's just a matter of time before that becomes the real thing.
Yeah, I think AI is going to really introduce a tech race going on with the amount of technology and research that's going to be unraveled because of the increased computing power, and also the fact that AI works nonstop compared to scientists. And it's going to start off as less effective than scientists, but the increased hours is going to make it comparable. And once it improves, it's going to be that much faster than traditional scientists.
Yeah. This sort of thing came up in Mother Horse Eyes. A character spent over half her life in full dive throughout the internet, and her body atrophied considerably. Yeah, you can't spend all your time in the virtual world. You eventually have to unplug, go outside, touch some grass, get some exercise. Otherwise, your physical body will atrophy, and you will die. And so, no more virtual world for you. So, you want to keep enjoying it? You got to take a break. Carl Pilkington predicted augmented reality, so it's not that far off. So did Ray Kurzweil. I remember reading a lot of his predictions in a book he wrote back in 1999, The Age of Spiritual Machines, where he talked about a lot of this in terms of, a timeline in mid-20th century that, all of this he said all of this would become quite ubiquitous and eventually would be generally accepted. Could see augmented reality being something where you could rehabilitate and reinvigorate if they can figure out how to stimulate the muscles. Perhaps so.
Oh, Elliptus, isn't that pretty much the what goes on in the TV show Severance, where they literally separate part of their mind to do work while the rest of their mind stays with them?
I don't know. Never seen it before. William Gibson also talked about VR and the internet experienced that way in The Neuromancer and its sequels. Yeah, cyberpunk. It predicted the future. So much of the genre. And including the chap who wrote, rule book and everything for the original TTRPG. I will program my body to lift weights while my brain is elsewhere. Ghost in the Shell predicted way more. It did.
Fortunately, I have a lot of both, because there's nothing I want more than to see virtual reality become a reality. Virtual reality would trigger a paradigm shift. All across the world, we'd have to adapt, just like that.
No more return to office.
Dreamlike.
Why would you work in a virtual office?
Exactly. Everybody could have the corner
So now you
office.
understand. Now you can see why I'm so enveloped in this idea. It's everything you could ever ask for. The ultimate experience. Yet I find myself concerned, not about if it's possible or how long it will take. Instead, what it would do. Because an escape like Full Dive could cause problems. Let me explain.
Best of times, worst of times, age of wisdom, age of foolishness.
It's a fear of what an escape as powerful as this could do.
You'll never want to go back.
I don't. It would be worse than any drug out.
Yes.
We've all relied on escapes from time to time because we need them. They're an easy way to forget about the issues in our day-to-day lives, even for just a little bit. VR as an escape would be untouchable. The ability to craft a reality better than your current one? What could compete with that? It would instantly become the most sought-after form of entertainment on the planet. But here's the problem. What happens when the escape becomes more? What happens if it becomes your preferred reality?
Surrogates dove into this topic. Old movie from '09. I never saw it, unfortunately. Severance doesn't separate mind from body. It separates the mind so that employees don't remember anything from work while outside of work.
Okay, I apologize. I've seen the bits of Severance, so thank you for correcting me, Gravity Hurts.
We all know about addiction. We've been known to spend hours upon hours absorbing our favorite forms of entertainment and dealt with the results. If you could handcraft your perfect reality, if you could be whoever you want to be, would the real world even satisfy you anymore?
Yeah, just think about, like, I don't want to do my chores. I want to be in this preferred world. And why would I want to work towards a better living condition? I can just be in this better world. And so your house, everything around you would just gradually turn to squalor. You might, I don't want to go to work. I'd rather be in this preferred world. I mean, so many people would go through that. They would neglect responsibilities.
Yeah. Yeah, they would. And they'd be all... They would fight so hard to keep things all fun and games until... Well, until the electric company shut off the mains. The addiction to being what you want to be can be quite the thing to let go of, yes. When you can be whatever you want, it's hard to go back to being what you really are. It will create a generation of people who will have to develop an inhuman level of discipline In some ways, yes. But in some ways, I think the bar will be set just in the lowest rung of hell, to where it's really not hard to surpass that. It's like even just the bare level effort puts you head and shoulders above everyone else. In many ways, we're already there, unfortunately.
We could witness the collapse of society. Simply because everyone's off in their own world. And if we leave ours behind, what becomes of it? Yeah. I hope I'm wrong.
The other thing that has to be a factor is how time works in VR. If it's one-to-one or accelerated. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
So easy for you to lose all sense of time. I mean, well, Ovted, you probably know this. I mean, we're both of us being VTubers.
Mm-hmm.
Even just doing this, it's so easy to just lose all sense of time. You know, we joke, it's like, what even is time?
Oh,
no,
absolutely.
it really starts to fuck with you after a while of just, it's like, what day of the week is it? What month is it? How the hell are we already into the second half of 2026? You know, days sometimes feel like, you know, weeks and months, and just so much happens in such a short amount of time. It's, yeah, no, it is, it will absolutely fuck with your head. If these worlds aren't shared, culture will collapse from a lack of shared experience. Everyone will have a problem relating to others if they've been off on their own in their own custom experiences.
Oh, let's be honest. You might create a world and everyone you talk to is an AI NPC, catered to please you.
Yes.
So it's like
That
how
also,
a lot of
yeah.
chatbots are right now.
Yes, hyper-atomized individualism. And yeah, that would lead to collapse in culture. I suppose it's not so bad so long as people go into genuine online worlds and deal with real people, not just AIs. Or,
Like VR chat.
Or bots. What are you going to say?
I said just like VR chat. I mean, if you have that interaction, it helps out more.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Do you play VR chat?
I need to. I'm trying to get my model uploaded. But I gotta get a 3D model. Someone's actually working on one for me. I didn't even ask for it. And they're making one, so.
Yeah.
That being said, the commission I paid skipped out on me. Or at least they said they were almost done, and they've been showing me pictures of it, and they haven't given it to me. So.
Bastards.
They really make me worry because it's like you put that much work into it where you have the full model, but you haven't given it to me. So it's like almost like you're scamming me, but you put the work in, so it's not a scam. Weird.
Yeah. It's just like,
just give it to me.
Product. Yeah. So whoever you are, if you're watching, hurry up and finish and give her the bloody model. Well, that note of collapse going to be lurking. Need to get ready for sleeps for work tomorrow. All right, action. Take care. Have a good rest.
Take care. Good to see you.
Programs all the NPCs to actively upset and challenge me that way. I want to go into the real world. VR chat is fun when you find workout worlds and all the places to take pictures round. Yeah. Many such cases with artists, especially those who say they cater to VTubers. True and real.
You know what, though? Even after everything I just said, I still have to see it happen.
Still got to play it out.
I know it's selfish, it's immature, it's all the wrong things.
Wouldn't be too sure of that.
But can you imagine?
All the other possibilities it could bring is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, like engineering and such. And one thing, as someone mentioned about what about time acceleration, if it does something like the sleep state where you could literally do hours and hours in the span of a few minutes because of the way REM sleep and everything works, but the how literally your dreams are only a few minutes long, but in your dream world it can feel like a day. If it does something like that, then I mean you're talking about years of education, for example, can be done in a single year. And things, again, like I said, instead of all these costly required materials to do things, you can do things for free with the VR world. You can test things in action with the VR world where you can't do that in a live scenario. So literally a surgeon could be like, all right, I'm going to practice this surgery on VR before I actually do it on you. So, I mean, there's so many unique uses for VR that I look forward to.
If full dive was limited in the right places, it could be safe, but I doubt it'd be good for humanity as a whole. I think just like with artificial intelligence out, it's coming, whether we like it or not. We're just going to have to get ready for it and get used to it, because nothing you or I do or say is going to stop it. It's coming because there's so many more people who want it versus the people who don't want it.
I think what would happen is you would have a drastic adjustment period where there will be a lot of people who would go through severe suffering, but I think those who don't go through that would adapt, and that they would actually be the ones who help shape, and people would start following their model on how not to be as addicted.
Yeah. Well, we're seeing sort of a prototype of that now with, I guess, what they call the Luddite clubs popping up, and lots of the younger generation, Gen Z and Gen Alpha, just kind of deciding to unplug from so many things, whether it's, social media and doom scrolling or just electronics in general. They're going outside and touching grass. Some people are just picking up an actual physical book and reading it. It's kind of gives you hope for the future. If their form of rebellion is, I'll show you, I'll pick up this physical book and I'm going to read it all in one sitting. But you go right ahead. It's not the dub you think it is, but it's actually a really good dub that's going to do you a world of good now and later in life, so have at it.
And I am a strong supporter of a diversity of approaches, so if that's the way you want to take, I support it.
Yes. Could create man hours for work and learning, which I'm excited about, and so much more. It could.
If there is something that you feel is good, something you want to do, something that means something to you, try to do it. Because I think you can only do your best work if you're doing what you want to do, and if you're doing it the way you think it should be done. And if you can take pride in it after you've done it, no matter what it is. That's a great feeling.
Well, that's worthy of an Excelsior.
So, let me be selfish. Just this once. Because full dive is just that enticing.
You could upload, you could basically store your memories as a backup. Then ultimately you could potentially download them into a new body or into a robot body. The future's gonna be weird.
And that's putting it mildly.
So in the future, when you're off exploring a virtual world, think back to this video.
Which, the other scary thing is if your education is essentially like the Matrix, literally being uploaded, here's what history is.
Mm-hmm. That's... I don't know if we're ready for the implications of all of that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think that's also a kind of scary thing. Now, with that, physics and science, that'd be really cool. But then when you get things that are more subjective, left up to interpretation, that's where it gets scary.
We're not ready for the implications, but all of that said, we still have to grapple with it. Because it's coming. Again, whether we like it or not, it's coming. So, we're going to have to grapple with that. No choice in the matter. Read Ender's Game in one sitting, one of the few books I've read that's that way, even when I only read physical. Would it be more controlled or more decentralized? A million questions, a million opportunities.
Well, here's the other thing. I think if any civilization or culture tried banning it, the other thing they have to deal with is another country will have it open. And
yes,
eventually, like I said, that kind of technology, the benefits, once this gets more under control, I think the benefits will outweigh the risk. Much like any technology.
Yeah. It'll be the Wild West at first, and then the men in white hats will come in and restore order. As they always do. For good and for bad.
What's it like? Thank you so much for watching the video. It's not the most informative video, but when I say that I'm passionate about VR, I really mean it. From day
It's a
one,
good thought experiment.
Something that I need to see happen. And I knew at some point I had to share that passion with you.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah,
All that
no,
said,
it's good stuff.
Subscribe to the channel and join the Discord. Thank you.
We'll definitely drop a sub there. And then I am going to drop this in chat for everyone.
But I have to say with that, my time has expired.
Yeah, I think I am also going to call it a night, chat. I think this is a good place to stop. This is a good stopping place. But Ovted, this was fun. This was a nice jaunt through tech and through the wonders that AI can produce. And very, I guess, a very cerebral, very ethereal, somewhat transcendental stream. A bit more so than what I normally do. But I like that. And I'm glad you were here to help shepherd us on this journey. So, on that note, we need to find some people to raid. Some people to raid. Let's see, it's a Wednesday night, so Leaflet will not be streaming. It does appear, however, that Powder is streaming late night. And I so rarely get to raid her for anything.
Oh.
So at least on Kick, I am going to go raid her over on Kick. Let's see who we've got on Twitch.
Oh, I just got raided by Bluinator. Hi, Bluinator. We're just actually about to leave, actually. We're going to...
You caught us.
Yeah, we usually start at 8:30 and then go to about 11, but I stayed a little bit late till midnight. But we are probably going to go raid Powder here.
Yeah, Powder over on Kick. Let's see who is... I know we've got some other people we can choose from over on Twitch. Let's see, why don't we go... Why don't we try raiding Scarlet Bell over on Twitch? Let's do that.
And if you want to send me their information, I will raid them as well on my side on Twitch.
Yes.
Because I do not have that person.
Send the links here. Drop that for Scarlet Bell. And we also got that for Kick with Powder. And then let me refresh the list over on Rumble and see who we've got that we can choose from over there. I haven't rated Riker Steel in a good bit. Yeah, you know what? Let's go raid Riker Steel. Let me get some copy passed up for everybody over on my side, so we can do our most noble raid and announce our entrance. Then drop that into the Twitch chart and drop that into the Kick chat. All right. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Ovted. Thank you so much for joining me. This was a lot of fun. We'll have to do it again.
And thank you, Ted, for stopping by.
Yeah, we will. When do you normally stream?
I usually stream from 8:30 to 11. Usually I do Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday reactions. And then lately I've been doing Friday gaming nights. And if you help in my Discord, a lot of times I'll invite people for games on those nights.
Fantastic. All right. Look forward to the both of us streaming tomorrow. I'll be joined tomorrow by Zatris and probably a few other friends.
Oh, nice.
But she is Ovted Fatash. I'm Lord Rexworth. And we are signing off for the evening. Wishing you all the best. And God bless.